you, huh? What you gonna do when I start coming at you, huh? Very mysterious lady, and you exactly my type. Yo, I'm gonna get you, baby, it's just a matter of time. Why you teasing me? You like to drive me crazy, huh? What's the reason? Don't you wanna be my baby, huh? You the lightning, I'm the thunder, baby, recording the storm. You hiding from the hunter, I see you, shorty, it's on. I know you like me, but for now you just keeping it undercover. Like a balaclava, love is hot as lava. You into me, give it to me, papa. It's not over till it's over,
Yo. I don't know why I put my speaker. I think I lost it.
MR Peggy Hill says, hi Warcraft Andy, I'm here for you.
What's up? Jesus Christ.
Says have become the new S-Narc.
Why? No. No. Or, I don't know where I put my speaker at. Must have left it in the kitchen last night. Where did I put the speaker? And what's up, chat? Oh, a app crashed.
MR Peggy Hill says, why do you like to silence dissidents?
I'll just keep the levels a little bit more controlled. It was too much chaos last night. I don't know where I put my speaker at. It's not here. It's not here.
MR Peggy Hill says, so you want to control people.
Huh? My chat. Yeah, control my chat.
Bogziller says, Dictator Andy.
Yeah. So we're making mac and cheese.
Bogziller says he has no control over his life, so he tries to control his chat.
Possibly.
Bogziller says he's an L7 loser.
L7 loser? What's L7? What's an L7? Level 7? I lost connection. I'm regaining connection.
Bogziller says, haven't you seen The Sandlot? MR Peggy Hill says, do you like being in control? Is that why you say stuff like you will never bend the knee to a girl or others? Bogziller says it's an old movie
No, I've seen Sandlot. Last time I watched it was like 20 years ago, I think. Is that Henry? No, it's not Henry. That's Peggy. Well, I don't bend the knee anymore. When I was a simp, I guess, I'd bend the knee to like whatever they wanted, you know. So I don't do that anymore. We gotta figure this out.
Crest2P says, can you help me get affiliate in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Or what is your content you're gonna be?
Bogziller says, once a shrimp, always a shrimp. You a shrimp for life, ka.
That's not true.
Crest2P says, what should I? Crest2P says, do.
I mean, if you're a coder, I mean, you might not get a lot of viewership, but that's what you know, if you're a programmer and stuff like that. But I'm into IRL, and my community is more into like IRL, or like life in general, like shit like this, you know?
MR Peggy Hill says there's nothing to be ashamed about being a shrimp.
I disagree. So basically, being a shrimp is...
MR Peggy Hill says embrace it.
Basically, being a shrimp, you're basically just giving someone else the power over you, you know? Which is not...
Crest2P says I have no content. What should I stream and how should I do it?
I would recommend doing IRL. It's a lot easier than like if you're doing like desktop content. It's going to be a lot more entertaining. Cooking's one option. Do you know how to cook? Or do you want to learn how to cook? Do you have the passion to learn how to cook? That's one option. Other option is going to restaurants. Just trying out the food. Making reviews and stuff like that, you know? That's another
Genuine _ says stream whatever.
Stream whatever. The thing is that stream whatever to a certain degree. It's harder to grow if you're like whatever. I have some idea of what I do. Like I used to only focus on food, but now I focus on lifestyle content. So like that's what I do. It's a little bit more variety, but I don't put games on this channel. I put the games on the other channel. I separate the gaming. What's up, Genuine? How you doing? Much cleaner. I haven't made mac and cheese since that stream. I think I did it like a year ago. I don't remember if I did it a year ago. We'll watch a video just in case. I love Malta. I can drink these forever, but it's carbonated, unfortunately. Toast. Cheers. It's so good. It's gonna make me burp though.
Henri Henry says, hey Andy.
What's up, Henry? How you doing? We're gonna make mac and
Henri
cheese.
Henry says, here comes the burps.
Yeah. Not yet though. We're making mac and cheese for the office. And they're doing barbecue like every Friday now. So might as well. Oh.
Henri Henry says, who's gonna eat it?
In my office, at work, the branch, the retail, not the retail, the rental company, like my boss, co-workers.
Henri Henry says, the car rental place.
Yeah, it's a Friday. I got cheese on stream earlier, so I spent like $16 on just cheese alone. I think for me $14, and I got like a 3-pound of elbow pasta, and that cost like $6 or something like that. Oh, goddamn. I want I want to fulfill this donation goal. The money will go towards a treadmill. I want to get a treadmill for the house. That would be much easier just to be on the treadmill every single day. I could lose weight a lot faster, you know. Pretty sure it's cheaper, obviously, to go to gym. But I just can't go to gym every single day at whatever time, you know. They close early on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, which is when I'm mostly available, free. Like right now, they're closed.
Henri Henry says, you don't even use the exercise bike.
Because I don't burn enough, according to Google. I don't burn that much in comparison to like a treadmill. I probably burn like 1/4. If I walk for 1 hour, I burn more than on a bike for 1 hour.
Henri Henry says, what does it matter? Henri Henry says, do something.
No, because of the efficiency. So like I'm losing more.
Crest2P
calories.
says they have these walking platform things. Cheap and easy.
What is it? What is that? What platform things? So I would lose more weight quicker if I burn more calories quicker. That's what I'm saying.
Henri Henry says, so you do nothing.
No, I do.
Henri Henry says, because you can.
I do that. I mean, I've been cleaning a lot more. I mean, granted, now is not so clean, obviously.
Henri Henry says, because you can't visit the gym.
Oh, nothing. But I clean. I definitely clean a lot more often now. I clean.
Crest2P says, search for walking pads on Amazon.
Oops. Wrong one. Walking pads on Amazon. What's a walking pad? Walking pad. It says walking pad treadmill. Oh, I see what you mean. They're basically the same cost as a treadmill, it looks like. $169. What's the weight limit on this though?
Crest 2P says they not motorized.
Oh, it supports up to 350 pounds. Are you sure it's not motorized? It looks like it is. I can't tell though.
Crest 2P says walking pads are like 100.
No, it says treadmill delivers speeds from 0.02 to 3.8 miles per hour. So it does move. This one at least, specifically. $170. $170. There's other ones that take more incline as well. It costs like another $100 though. The one with the incline, which would make me burn more probably with the incline. Where is he? Oh. Heinz. Oh.
Crest 2P says okay, they are motorized then.
Yeah.
Get the 101.
$169.
Ennui Henry says just walk the hills in your area.
I know, exactly. The walking, I don't know. I mean, it's raining now. I can't go outside. Are you at the storm right now? Do you have a storm? Henry?
Ennui Henry says we had one earlier.
Yeah, mine's just finishing up right now, I think. We'll look up how to make mac and cheese. The baked mac and cheese, so. How to make baked mac and cheese perfectly. I don't want to watch the shorts. Oh, that looks good. Oh, do I have breadcrumbs? Can I make breadcrumbs?
That is absolute dog shit.
I know. Who did that? I can't tell who did that. Does anyone say in chat?
Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make a creamy and cheesy macaroni and cheese.
Oh,
if you
downward.
want to make this super easy and
So
delicious
downward.
recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright guys, so here I already have all of my ingredients. As always, it will be listed.
I don't want to use milk. I have lactate milk
We're
though.
going to begin by cooking our macaroni in boiling salted water.
Salted
until
water.
al dente.
I always put oil in my
Make sure that you
pasta though,
properly
for it won't
mix it
stick
around
to each
so they
other.
don't stick together. Once we have cooked the macaroni, we're going to drain it and set it to the side. I'm going to be using the same pot. Just make sure
She's
that you
pretty.
dry it. To that,
Astrolegume says, are we cooking meth?
our
No.
butter.
Is it wrong?
Okay, to our butter, we're going
Is it wrong if I say that? Because like I know Steph says I look at women as objects, but I try and what want me to do? Just keep my mouth shut? Like she's gorgeous. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
to add all of our spices, along with our 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
All-purpose flour.
Mix it together and allow it to cook for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we're going to whisk in our 3 cups of heavy cream,
Oh, I need heavy cream.
along with our 2 cups of milk.
I have to go back outside.
We're just going to whisk and allow this to thicken up. Okay, after 5 minutes, our sauce should have thickened up. So now
Cream.
we're slowly going to add our freshly grated cheese.
I have tons of cheese.
Okay. So add all the cheese and just allow it to fully melt. Alright, and just like that, we have our cheese sauce. Okay, so we're going to turn it on
Cheese
and get ready
sauce.
to add the macaroni.
Can you guys hear it?
So just
Ennui
make sure
Henry
that it
says,
gets
so many
full with the
calories.
sauce.
I know.
And you can stop here and get ready to serve it just like that. But I'm going to take it to the oven. So I got my oven preheating at 375 degrees. So I already got
375.
my greased baking dish. Just going to add half of my macaroni. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle it with some cheese. Okay, add the rest of the macaroni and cheese on top.
Oh God, that's smart.
And top it with some more cheese. Okay, so now we're going to place it in the oven and allow that cheese to melt. So between 15 to 18 minutes. Alright guys, and once we pull
Oh
our
my
macaroni out
God.
of the oven, we're going to allow it to sit for 5 minutes before we get ready to serve. Alrighty, and after 5 minutes, we can now get ready to serve.
Look at that shit, dude.
Of course, just scoop it in there.
Oh,
And
if it's
serve.
falling apart, dude, I don't like that. Is it falling apart? I told him a little bit.
Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste
Henri
test.
Henry says
Now,
road
let
to
me tell you guys,
225
the
pounds
best
begins.
mac and cheese
No.
Downward dog
homemade.
GGO says you will
I
never
hope you give
achieve
this
this.
recipe a try.
Why?
It's seriously so easy, so creamy, so cheesy, just simply delicious.
Should I
hope
go
you
out
give
and
it
get
a
heavy
try
cream or
and
just
enjoy it
use-
just as much. Cheers and
Just use milk?
enjoy. And this is honestly my favorite, so I'm so ready. Mmm.
Henri Henry says
perfect.
you need all the
The
ingredients.
best.
Yeah.
I promise you, everyone is going to love it. Alrighty guys, and then you have
Henri
it.
Henry says you
Super
always
easy and
scrimp or
delicious
forget
macaroni and
ingredients.
I
cheese.
do.
I hope you guys are enjoying watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share with your
So we just go giant, real quick, or we can look for another one, another recipe. Let's see. I know we might need croutons. 'Cause I usually use croutons, just crush them up and make it as my breadcrumbs, anyways. How to make mac and cheese? Ultimate 5 cheese. Ooh, I don't want creamy. I want thick boy. A thick mac and cheese. So laggy, dude. I'm doing 4 cheese, I think. I am.
Oops. Alright, so now that we've gotten that lecture out of the way, sorry guys, we're going to go ahead and boil our noodles now. I'm using elbow macaroni, and I like to use a combination of water and chicken broth.
What?
The chicken broth just adds
Chicken
another
broth.
element of flavor to the dish.
Downward
This
dog
step is optional,
GGO
but it is
says
Thanksgiving,
chat.
so let's
He's
enhance
already
the flavor
modifying
as
the
much as we
recipe.
can.
No, I'm
So
looking
we're
at
gonna
another
do
recipe
1/4
to
chicken
see
broth.
what-
This is low
what's the
sodium,
difference.
so I'm also going to add a pinch or 2 of salt to this. We want to start seasoning
You're doing,
those
like,
elbow macaroni
chicken broth.
noodles
That's
early.
weird.
So we're going to bring that up to a boil, and now we're moving
Yeah,
on
heavy
to our
cream.
cream. My mixture that I like to use is 1 cup of heavy cream and 2 cups of half and half. As always, guys, the
Interesting.
specific
Half and half?
measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And now, my friends, it's time for the fun part. We're going to get started on our cheese sauce, which starts with a roux. So we need to melt some butter in a skillet
roux.
over
I
medium
always forget
heat.
the roux.
Today I'm using Kerrygold butter because it's my
What?
favorite. If
What's
you
up with
haven't
that,
tried
though?
it yet, you can find some at your local grocery store. So just work that butter around in the skillet over medium heat until it's fully melted. There we go. That's kind of what you want to see right there. Once it's melted, we're going in with
Alright.
one of my secret ingredients, which is condensed sweet milk. Now, I know that might seem
Condensed
odd to some
sweet
of you
milk.
guys, but trust me on this one. It's not there to make the macaroni and cheese sweet.
The
However,
fuck?
the sweetness does balance the flavor profile from all the acidity and sharpness from all the different cheeses that we're using. So give it a try. It is optional, though. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, but we're going to use it today. We're going in with about a tablespoon of that, and then we're going in with 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
All-purpose
We're going to work
flour.
that flour around until the raw flour
That's the
taste is
roux.
cooked off. About a minute or 2 is all it takes. It should form kind of like a paste-like consistency like you see right there. We're going to
Season
season
it.
our roux with my all-purpose seasoning, which is a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. If you haven't tried that yet, you can get yours via the link in my description box. There's a discount code there
Oh,
for you
his
as
own.
well.
He's selling his
You
own
can also go in with
all-purpose.
little Cajun seasoning too if you want to spice things up a bit. We're going to work that around, make sure the seasoning is well distributed, and then we're going in with our cream, which again was 1 cup of heavy cream and 2 cups of half and half. Another quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Once we add the cream, we need to
Restreambot
increase
says
the heat to
YouTube.
medium high and break out the
M.E.
whisk
Mac
to make
and
sure the
cheese.
sauce is coming
Yeah.
together nice and smooth. You can use your rubber
I've done it
spatula
before,
to scrape
but
the edges and scrape the bottom just
I
to
want
make sure nothing's
I want
burning.
to see if I can follow someone else's recipe. I always forget.
And we just want to bring this up to a
the
boil.
roux,
Once it
and I always
reaches a
forget
boil,
the-
we're going to
the-
reduce
the-
it down
the
to the
cream.
simmer, and your sauce should begin to thicken up at that point. So as you can see here, we reached a gentle boil, and everything's starting to thicken up just a little bit. So that flour is doing its job. Once it's gotten nice and thick, we're going to kill the heat. So
Downward
turn
Dog
the heat completely
GGO says
off.
this
is
looks so
important because we don't want
complicated.
the cheese to
It's not.
separate.
If you do it like
when
10
the sauce is
times,
piping hot,
you're fine.
and it's going to separate. So first,
This one's like a lot more
2 tablespoons
complicated.
of sour
He puts a
cream.
lot of stuff into
We're gonna
it.
give that a good mix. Make sure that's evenly combined into the sauce, and then we're going to start adding our shredded cheese.
Downward
that
Dog
we did shred
GGO says this
ourselves.
juice
You
ain't
just want
worth
to
the
add a little bit
squeeze.
of cheese at a time and allow that residual heat from the sauce to melt that cheese beautifully. Now, when it comes to cooking,
This
guys,
one's a lot
those
more
are just
complicated
few
than the other
small
ones.
changes that you can make to your technique that make all the difference, and this is definitely one of them. So if you've ever made macaroni and cheese before and your sauce came out gritty, it's probably because you used packaged cheese. If your sauce was ever oily, it's probably because you added the cheese when the sauce was too hot. So these few tips will make all the difference in your macaroni and cheese this year for Thanksgiving. Definitely give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. As you can see here, our sauce is coming together beautifully. The cheese is melting nicely. It's nice and smooth, just like we like it. Keep adding the cheese a little bit at a time, stirring constantly, and allowing that residual heat to melt the cheese
I've
into
done
your
this.
sauce.
It's so
For my
annoying doing
recipe,
this,
I don't
honestly.
use an egg because I don't like the
Gets
way
my
that it
hand
reheats
tired.
when you use eggs with your
Even though my
macaroni and
hands
cheese,
are very
it kinda just
strong,
turns into a brick.
especially my
But that's
wrist,
totally optional,
but
guys. If you like a thicker consistency,
Downward
you can
Dog
add this
GGO
to this, and
says
I'll tell you
Jesus
when
H.
here in
Christ.
just a second.
yeah.
But as you can see here,
No, you do this like for like an hour.
Sauce is
Like,
nice and
stirring
thick
it for an
and it's gonna
hour.
Hold together nicely in our mac and cheese. Always taste as
Dave
you go and adjust
Arusky
the flavor to
says
your
sup, D.
preference as
What's up,
well.
Dave?
That's what we're looking for right there. Look at that cheesy deliciousness. Oh my goodness. All right, now it's time to boil our noodles to package.
The weird thing
We
he's
got our
doing, like,
stock
chicken
and our
broth
water up to a boil with a little bit of salt.
With mac and cheese.
When
That's the only
it's
thing that's
Press 2P
super weird.
says, how does Gordon do it?
We're using 1
I
pound
could look
of
it up,
macaroni for
but
this
I don't know if
recipe.
he's like
After about
expertise
8 or
on
9
that.
minutes, they should be about where you want them. Make
Oh, he
sure you taste
seasoned
them
it
for
pretty
seasoning and
well.
hit them with a little bit of all-purpose seasoning just to make sure this macaroni
I
and
should
cheese is
season it like
seasoned
that
throughout.
too, actually.
Stir in that seasoning, and then we're ready to make our mac and cheese. We're gonna pour in
Interesting.
that fantastic sauce. Wish I could give you guys some sound here.
Downward Dog GGO says he just boiling it in flavored water.
Yeah. Which makes it a little bit
man,
more
look at
juicy, I
that.
guess. I don't know. Let me see what
Just add
Gordon
as much
Ramsay.
sauce as you think you.
Is that his Hell's Kitchen? This Hell's Kitchen version? What the hell? Who made this?
Press 2P says use beef broth.
Use beef broth. I don't think he does it. Oh, this is no. This is like from Hell's Kitchen. Is this him? No. I don't think Gordon Ramsay made a video on mac and cheese. It's not like a fine dining item, I don't think. I mean, that would.
Just contaminated the whole place!
I know. My leg hurts. See, people are just calling like Gordon Ramsay's. It might be like a recipe, but I don't think he did a video yet. Like 135,000 views, just because he put Gordon Ramsay's name on there. That's it. But that's not Gordon at all. People just copying and taking his name or whatever.
Fine dining to everyone who owns? The correct answer is yes, and here's how. Step 1. Prep your garnish. Let's slice some fresh chives. Next, I'm going to crispy up some thinly sliced prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
And it's true. So
She went to Hell's Kitchen and had his,
Downward Dog GGO says this is WHWY. I go with Trader Joe's mac and cheese.
No. This is Gordon Ramsay's, so he put bacon bits on top, it looks like, and some like green chives on there. Like as garnish.
Downward Dog GGO says I need to get better at garnish.
Yeah, garnishing, it makes it look more prettier, and some garnishes are edible, like bacon bits and green onions and chives and stuff. That's okay. His mac and cheese looks okay. It's not like a southern style. I like this more southern style, where it's like a thick
Strawberry
piece.
MLK says it's easy to make a homemade mac without all this other stuff.
Strawberry is the one that was here last time we did this, and she laughed at me because I fucked up the roux.
Crest2P says if I do a desktop stream watching different Gordon YT videos, would I get in trouble?
Yeah, you would. They did this. They have a strike on YouTube at least. I have a strike. I don't have a strike that I can't remove. It's permanent
Strawberry
strike.
MLK says OMG, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You fucked it so bad.
Yeah, I know. It was a good stream though. Everyone laughed. It was fun.
Strawberry MLK says, and then you never ate more.
It was fucked up. But we're gonna unfuck it and we're gonna be good with it. But I'm gonna eat a little bit. But everyone else at the office is gonna eat the rest. I just forgot some things at the store. I need cream. Heavy cream. That's pretty much it. I don't need heavy cream, right? I have scentless on the screen. What the? That can't be his car, is it?
Crest2P says, if I stream on Twitch watching YouTube videos, do I get in trouble with Twitch?
Is that his car? Oh, that was like scratched up on his.
Strawberry
on his window.
MLK says, I hope you have all fresh and unexpired ingredients. Lattice Stiletto says, howdy.
Cheese, yeah. I do have the fresh cheese. What's up, lady? Let's see. I have to buy cream. I have lactate milk, which I might or might not use. I'm not too sure yet.
Lattice Stiletto says, are you cooking for people at work?
Yeah.
Strawberry MLK says, fresh cream.
I don't have cream. We have to go buy it. I forgot it. See, I went on stream earlier. I went to buy the cheese on stream. I got a ton of cheese. What is that glass in there? Oh yeah. Mozzarella, medium cheddar cheese, Gouda, Munster, which is not that much, and more Gouda. Fuck. I am cooking dinner for myself as well. But is it weird if I cut into the mac and cheese before I take it to work? Fuck. Is it weird if I cut into the mac and cheese before I take it to work and eat some before I take it in? Or I can't touch it, right? Or just make it a separate dish for myself? Okay. So just I can't touch it until tomorrow then. So we're gonna make chicken and broccoli. We're gonna make chicken and broccoli for dinner today. Chicken and broccoli. That's our dinner. Chicken and broccoli. Yeah, we're making chicken and broccoli for dinner. Plus the mac and cheese. But we can't touch the mac and cheese. So we're using is it 4 cheese? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different cheeses. I mean, we could get more if you want me to, but I think it should be fine. I got 3 pounds of elbows. It's all fresh, by the way. I just got this today. I'm cooking this for myself, obviously. Cheese sauce. Oh, my lactate milk is right here. Should be okay. It's good until July 4th. Lactose free, which makes no difference if it's lactose free, because like the cream is not lactose free, and this is not lactose free. the cheese. So we have to go outside. Yeah. I don't have a small pan to cook it separately, though, I don't think. Or bake it separately, I mean. I wish I had like a small bacon pan. Oh. Where is my bacon? My bacon stuff? It's not here. I have to look for it. Should I cook it in here? I could cook it in here and just take it to work, and once it's done, it's done, you know. Man, could I make this much? Is it too much, you think? The office usually has about 7 people. Is this too much? Probably, right? This is like 20 people, right? I don't know. Maybe too much. I have 3 pounds worth. Maybe I could just, this should be fine, maybe. I don't know. If I put it in here. I could find a glassware, too. I could find a glassware. I don't know where it is, though. I think I lose so much shit.
Strawberry MLK said, yeah, just make sure you clean that, please.
Yes, of course. Of course I will. What's up, Diana, the dog groomer? Hey, Mods. Can you shout out Diana, dog groomer? She is a dog groomer. What's up, Diana? Any plans for TwitchCon, by the way? I already booked my flight. I haven't bought the ticket yet. Or my hostel. I usually get that last minute. Let me pee. How you doing, Diana? Diana. Yeah, it's big. So we'll use the metal one. The metal. I wish I had the glassware. I know I have glassware, but I didn't think too lazy to look for it. I lose shit so much, and I lose patience trying to look for shit. Is it there? Glassware. I mean, it's not glassware. It's metal. Metal. Oh, I keep forgetting my speaker. Speaker. What time is it? Oh, they're about to close, dude. I have to jet over there now. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. They're gonna close at 11.
Lattice Stiletto says, hey Henry.
Henry? What
Lattice Stiletto says, where are we going?
We have to get heavy cream. Like, we have to go before they close. They close in like 40 minutes or so, unfortunately. And I need to pee too. We could look for the glassware when we get back. The glassware. It's somewhere here. I don't know where though. Get out of here. I'll have to hold the pee.
Lattice Stiletto says, when you bring in the mac and cheese to work, please put a picture of your kitchen next to it.
Why? That's not good.
Lattice Stiletto says, show them where you proudly made it.
My kitchen. What if I just show them my stove?
Strawberry MLK says LMAO.
If I just show them my stove, it'd be fine, right? I mean, I'm gonna clean it a little bit more. Should be fine. Should be fine. I love mac and cheese. It's not healthy, but I love it. I love Southern style. Did I lose my phone again? Of course I did.
After shitting nasty ass mofo.
Huh? My balls are itchy. Imagine being Andy's co-worker. Ew! Imagine how he lives. I mean, I made them banana bread before. They were fine with it. They didn't get sick. Oh, fuck. They didn't get sick. I made them banana bread. They liked it. Granted, they didn't eat all of it.
It's contaminated the whole place!
They didn't eat all my banana bread. I'm going to find my sneakers. Fuck. Sorry.
Lattice Stiletto says, why are you cooking for them?
Why? Because they normally make barbecue on Fridays when it's warm out. So I thought, why not just bring something to the barbecue?
Ew!
Why not just bring something to the barbecue? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? You guys hear me?
Lattice Stiletto says MMHMM.
Lady. I offered. They accepted. Or my boss accepted. Yeah. My boss accepted. It's free food. For them at least. I tried to make a deal with my boss because he was getting pizza today, and I told him, you know what? Can I get a slice of that pizza in exchange for my $20 I'm investing into this mac and cheese for tomorrow? And he said, "Come on, don't do me like that." I was trying to make a deal. I spent $20 on this for the office. I should get at least a slice out of his pizza, you know? My booty is itchy. I don't know why. My sister messaged me?
Lattice Stiletto says, wash it.
What? No, I can't wash. I'm not able to wash my booty. It's unwashable. We could do a belly, either a chocolate belly, or we could do a whatchamacallit, belly paint. I wouldn't mind doing a belly paint. It's gonna be scuffed as fuck, but I wouldn't mind doing it. I mean, if we do it out here first. I mean, I'm not ready to do belly paints out in public yet. We gotta do maybe 10, 20 belly paints in the house first. Okay, what do we need? I don't remember now. Real cream, real heavy cream. Heavy cream. I need heavy cream. What else do I need? I need keys, don't I? I got keys. What else do I need? Do I need anything else? I'm trying to think.
Lattice Stiletto says, as your coworkers are eating your mac and cheese, tell them your theory of not needing to shower daily.
Alright, I'll do. No problem. I'll let you know on the response. Should I get all season? I'm pretty sure I have all season, right? I have butter. What else? This is all season, right? This is all season? Or is it salt? I should get all season. Oh! No. Sorry. No. That's so good. And croutons and heavy cream. Croutons and heavy cream.
MR Peggy Hill says, is your co about the camera SD card?
Okay.
Cheppy J says, scene successfully switched to private.
They don't know about my weekend job. Is it raining? I can't tell. Oh, it's not raining. Storm passed. Okay. Alrighty. Oh. Alright. Would you guys be able to help me to build a speed dating company? I wonder how to do that. Am I losing connection?
MR Peggy Hill says no. Why would we provide you with free labor? Plus it's not like you are going to listen to any of our suggestions.
You can't be contradicting.
Cheppy J says TT.
You can't be contradicting suggestions. Alright, let's get out of here.
Bob Siller says pussyclat.
Huh? What word is that?
Bob Siller says pussyclat. MR Peggy Hill says, how was I being contradicting?
No, not you. In general. Anyone. Like, if it's like multiple different people giving suggestions.
Probably _WW3 says Bob Siller. Pussyclat.
It could be contradicting suggestions where they just contradict each other. Right? But what's pussyclat? I don't know what that means.
Cheppy J says scene successfully switched to live.
Live. Oh, we're on 60. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Maybe a little bit darker than I would like, actually. I'll switch it when we get to the grocery store. We need heavy cream and croutons. Heavy cream and croutons. Croutons. I have everything else, I'm pretty sure. I would hope. Should I put bacon bits inside? Like inside the mixture of the...
MR Peggy Hill says the only ones who agree with your ideas are trolls. Like that me Mr. Peggy Hill guy on yesterday's stream.
I know, that guy. That guy was weird. Should I put like bacon bits into the mac and cheese mix? Would that be a good touch or a bad touch? What do you think? I mean, I love bacon now. I hated bacon when I was younger, though.
Probably _WW3 says put DN into the mac and cheese.
No, unfortunately, I cannot. I don't have that option. option. What's DM mean?
Lattice Stiletto says make it the way you are used to making it. Don't make changes.
I think is I only make it like once a year, lady. Like I really
Probably
don't
underscore
remember.
WW3 says D's nuts.
I don't remember how to make it that well. Like I mean, I have to like always use a recipe because I don't make it often, especially with lactose intolerance. Like I have super lactose intolerance, and it's not healthy to eat as well. You know, it's very unhealthy. I love mac and cheese though. It's one of my favorite southern comfort foods. I don't like grits though. Grits is disgusting.
Mommy Give Me Milk says this WW3 he loves your ass.
No, he doesn't love my ass. My ass is nice and sweet and juicy sometimes, but...
Lattice Stiletto says
no.
bring another side dish of Pepto-Bismol.
Ha ha ha.
Bogziller says you're disgusting.
Why? What did I say? I said a lot of things in the last 2 minutes.
MR Peggy Hill says I decided that on off days, I will be myself and a jerk to you. But on even days, I will be an Andy supporter to make up for being a dick on the odd days.
Okay, gotcha.
MR Peggy Hill says odd days.
What's an odd day?
Coco Creamer says what the fuck is this shit?
What?
Lattice Stiletto says just buy a pan of mac and cheese. It will be cheaper. Tell them you made it.
I already bought the cheese already. I spent $20. I just need to buy heavy cream and...
Probably underscore WW3 says Peggy is here for you, Andy.
Yes. Yes, he is.
MR Peggy Hill says today is the 19th. It is an odd day.
Shit. I didn't realize the 19th. I don't even pay attention to dates anymore. Like every day's blended into like one single day, honestly.
Lattice Stiletto says save the good stuff for yourself, and buy a pan of mac and cheese for your coworkers.
Oh, really?
Restreambot says, YouTube. I am taking a horrid shitka. Restreambot says, YouTube.
This fucker.
IBS ain't no joke.
This
Probably
fucker.
underscore WW3 says not as odd as the shape of his head.
This fucker. Oh, decided to park. The cart, the electric cart. Oh, I'm like dipping into like the middle of nowhere. You see that? The electric cart. Someone parked it on a parking spot because they're an asshole. You see that shit? Can you see that shit, chat? Freaking assholes. IBS is no joke. It's no joke.
Lattice Stiletto says park in the handicap spot. You are allowed to after 10.
No. I don't risk that. People would slice my tires or whatever. I don't trust that. Okay, we're good. Do we?
Bogziller says he's handicap.
Do we get new lotto tickets or no?
Probably underscore WW3 says mentally.
We lost like 3 weeks in a row. Are we okay? Are we good? Where's Jerry? Are we good?
Power off.
Are we good?
Gladys Stiletto says yes.
Oh, okay. I don't have any connection. It's so bad. Oh, heavy cream.
Strawberry MLK says buy some adult diapers for your coworkers for after they eat your food. It's the least you can do.
I mean, if you donate that, I'll do it. I don't know if they sell that in Giant though. Where's heavy cream?
Probably _WW3 says buy them life insurance.
Heavy cream. Is heavy cream the same thing? Or no? Heavy whipping cream. Bitrate is so bad here, dude. So bad. Any croutons? I got two heavy. Let me get some. Neela? What's Neela? Oh, let me get all-purpose seasoning, actually.
Restaurant says
right here. Which all-purpose season you guys recommend? All-purpose season. Which one specifically you recommend? We need an all-purpose. I don't know if I have all-purpose at home. I have large salt, which is good, but I need all-purpose. I don't really see all-purpose anywhere. All-purpose. You guys recommend any specific all-purpose? I don't even see any all-purpose. I see no all-purpose here. All-purpose right there. Season Morton seasonal. Wait, salt. Oh, is there a specific one that's not like just salt focused?
Whatever order you want to give to me.
Are they all like that? Let me know. All purpose is just salt? I guess just try that. I'll just try that one. Oh. Slap ya mama? What the hell? Slap ya mama? What the fuck is this shit? Hot blend, Cajun seasoning. Ooh. We should try this. It's $3.99 though. Oh my god. Slap ya mama. What? What's up, Blue? Huh? That's your busy sound? What is busy sounding? Huh? What do you mean? Really? Hot blend, Cajun seasoning. I should definitely try it. We'll put it on the chicken tonight. Cajun. We'll do some Cajun chicken. Should I put it on the mac and cheese, or is that a bad idea? Put in Cajun seasoning onto the mac and cheese. Okay, spicy mac and cheese. Spicy mac and cheese. I need some croutons and
Strawberry
usually,
MLK says good idea, Kimo.
really? Lord. Everyone's gonna hate me at work.
Coco Creamer says you're the pro chef cut.
Ooh.
Strawberry MLK says just too much salt.
Yeah. How much is this? $1.89. It's still disgusting. This I would take though. This is plantains. Yeah, it's worth, I think. Is it worth? Yeah, I think it's worth. Where's the croutons? Oh, right here. Now, which croutons do you recommend, chat? Butter and garlic is my usual go-to, I think. Or Texas toast. More thicker. Thick boys. Cheese and garlic. No, I don't think the cheese and garlic is good, I think. Not tortilla chips. I guess the butter one, right? We don't need a lot. It's $1.89. Should have enough. How much are these? Green bananas. They're not green bananas. There's plantains. They're plantains. 4 for 2. Is that 50 cents each? I think so, right? Yeah, 50 cents each. I saved 25 cents. Lord. How many did I get? I got 4. That's 4 for 2. I saved 25 cents on almost. Whatever. What are you doing, Dave? I love cherries. They're too expensive. Cost like $18 for a bag. I can't pass here. Good. Start cleaning like at 10 o'clock. Ooh. They're like muffins, but like they put a hole in it and just put cream or whatever on there. Amazing. They're doing a deep cream, it looks like. Super deep clean.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to make sacrifice.
You gotta buy them.
Welcome. If you have your Giant card, please scan it now. Please follow the instructions on the pin pad. Your Giant card has been accepted. Place your item in the bagging area.
$17.86.
Scan coupon now. Your total is, please wait, system processing. Please follow the instructions on the pin pad.
No. Chef's discount. What's up, Herd? Oh, cash buy. What up, Herd? Wait for attendant. No attendant.
Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you for shopping at Giant.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Please follow the instructions.
300 million. 300 million. $300 million. We need $300 million, chat.
Alright, this is
Just trying to be more productive. So just go sign?
yeah.
We need a little 300 mil. We need $300 million. I need to do this for my health because this is my only way out. It's my only way out, chat. Spoiler? What do you mean spoiler? I bought a $10 ticket. I usually get 2 plays. I get 2 plays. Like I don't get. I try not to get 2 draws. I get confused from draws and plays. I got 2 sets of numbers. 2 out of 6. Yeah, I always lose.
Dave Rusty says, "What's for dinner?"
We're making Cajun hot chicken. Yes. I mean, I'll get you an apartment if you want. Like wherever you want. Keys. I want to keep playing until I win. If it's like at least $200 million payout. If it's not $200 million, at least I don't play.
Heard the good news said to the state lottery. It's usually cheaper and has better odds. Mega Millions is 5 now. Fuck that. Probably _WW3 says I am expecting a Lambo if you win.
No, thank you. I think a Lambo's a waste of money. It's a show-off car. Show-off cars are not really worth it. I mean, I kind of want a Cybertruck because I think it's funny as well.
MR Peggy Hill says true. There are only 3. WW says stop. Dave Arusky says, hope you got the cayenne.
Yeah, I got the cayenne. Yeah, I got the cayenne. I got the cayenne. I'm curious how it tastes like, honestly.
Dave Arusky says, that's my boy.
That's my boy. Sorry. What did I miss? It's called Slap Ya Mama. I was reading chat. Alright, Strawberry said don't use too much of it because it could be too salty. So we'll be careful. We'll add some of it to the
Strawberry MLK says I.
Yeah. All the time.
Dave Arusky says I
never seen it before. It's my first time I saw it here. Maybe they're just introducing it to the area.
Strawberry MLK says I accidentally used too much in a dish that I made for Milky and it was almost inedible for me.
Oh man. No, I'll add a little bit. I won't add too much. Heard the good news. Ideally, the group I'm working on is gonna be a mixture of existing streamers. It's in my circle, and a mixture of like a few newbies.
Gammon Jenkins says good night, King.
Night. You leaving? You just got here. Anyways, it'll be a mixture of.
Heard the good news says I'm reading your family command, so you're kicking Mats out. Dave Arusky says nah. You gotta Mrs. Doubtfire that shit.
No, I'm not kicking him out. Technically, I don't have a group yet. It's not formed yet. I'm trying to form a group, but it requires like a lot of trust with those people. So, like, I have to like rebuild trust with certain people if I want them in it. I mean, ideally, like I would accept you into my group. Honestly, Heard, because like you'll fit perfectly well into the group. I mean, I trust you. I don't think you'll dick me around or backstab me. You know. So if you ever want to be a streamer, let me know. I'll let you into the La Familia. Whatever the fuck the name we're gonna decide on, I don't know yet.
Heard the good news says, will I be required to change my username to Cheppy Heard the good news?
No. You have whatever username you want.
Probably _WW3 says I mean you would be okay with them backstabbing you though, as long as they had clout right. Probably
No.
_WW3 says you've done it before.
No, I haven't had a group. This is my first official group. It's my first official group. I've never done it before. Oh, this guy's crazy.
Heard the good news says what's the gaming org name? MR Peggy Hill
It's
says mod
undecided.
WW3. He defended yo ass.
I think Lady had a few good ideas, but I completely forgot what
Gladys
they were.
Coletto says what happened.
Nothing. We were just talking about the family command and me forming a group. I know Lady mentioned some good names for the group, but I completely forgot what they were. I'm sorry, Lady. If you have any good names for the group, let's just if you guys DM me or put it in Discord.
Family J.
No, I was
Heard the
thinking.
good news says did you watch Fast and Furious and felt a strong connection with family? Gladys
Nah.
Coletto says so did I. Lol.
Haha. Can you put me in privacy, please? Yeah, I forgot the name. They were good names. I just completely forgot what they were. As of right now, I mean, I'll be honestly.
Probably underscore WW3 says the Crumbcraft cult. MR Peggy Hill says how about Strickland propane? Chucky J says scene successfully switched to private.
If there's like new like streamers who we're gonna accept into the group, and if I don't like their username, I would make a suggestion that would be best suited for them, like on new names, that's more ideal for growth. You know, like the whole reason for the group is like for like to work together to like build up the channels. You know, with a lot of trust in mind, no backstabbing, shit like that. You know.
Probably underscore WW3 says I like the sound of Crumbcraft cult.
No, thank you.
Probably underscore WW3 says rolls off the tongue. Mommy give me milk says how about the Milky Squad?
No. You make your own group, cuh. I can't see that. It's automated. Oh, that's why.
Downward Dog GGO says milk lemoniite. Round the corner, chocolate's made. MR Peggy Hill says I like Crumbcraft cult.
No. No, we're gonna be up for a couple hours then. If we're not even started yet. Oh, we're gonna be up for at least another 2 hours. Fuck my life. Because this is gonna take a while to like make the sauce. Honestly, the sauce is the most time consuming.
Downward Dog GGO says milk lemonade. Round the corner, chocolate's made.
Chocolate's made. I forgot. There were good names that lady gave me, and I just completely forgot what they were. Like
Gladys Stiletto says buy it on your way into work.
By what? No, thank you. What was I saying? Like my vision for the group is like, once we have, like behind the scenes, we have formed at least like 4 to 5 members. We would be. I want to like do it like a wrestling way, like a WWE way, where like announcing these members like one at a time, and they have T-shirts, and they show the T-shirt like surprisingly, like out of the blue, and like make a surprise, like they're in this group with me or whatever. You know, that'd be really funny and cool actually. But as of right now, it might not happen until like maybe into January. Honestly, it's gonna take some time to form the group. But it's a command as of right now to like let people know I'm working on it. You know.
Mommy give me milk says that sounds French.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you know Twitch if you don't know what. If you don't think Twitch is cringy, I'm sorry, you're not on the right platform. This is a cringy platform for a reason.
MR Peggy Hill says who is your target audience? 12-year-old boys.
No. I just think it'd be cool to announce it like that. Or the members would just show the T-shirt.
What about the poop stick pack? Are we going to call the Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. I forgot it here. It's who rated me into Coco? Is Sentinel's rated me into her. Yeah, Sentinel's rated into Coco. Sentinel's Apprentice rated me into Coco. Idaho Growler? Alright, if you're not trolling, but you're a guy, no offense. I mean, to me, if you're a guy, if you're a guy and trolling me, I mean, if you're a guy and you're not trolling me, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not into men.
Avalon 2020 says, "Are you going to cook dinner?"
Yeah.
Downward Dog GGO says that's not a ruse at all.
Idaho Growler. I mean, I hope you're a woman, and hopefully you were born as a woman.
News says definitely not a catfish.
Definitely not a catfish. It's probably a troll. But if you're not a troll and you're an actual woman,
Richie Flair says yes, chef.
You gotta let me know, hit me up in the DMs, slide into the DMs.
Richie Flair says you got breadcrumbs.
Yeah, not traditional breadcrumbs per se.
Coco Creamer says I am a woman.
No, I'm talking to the, Idaho Growler, which sounds like a man's name. I mean, I could check their YouTube.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I am a woman.
Really?
Downward Dog GGO says it's a cat wearing a
if you're on,
costume. Does that qualify?
If you go to my Twitch, I don't know if you have Twitch or not. You don't have to have Twitch, but if you go to my Twitch, someone could run the command girlfriend application, and we're also doing like a show, real or fake, You can apply for the show if you want to be part of the content. Now, if you don't want to be a part of the content, you hit me up on DMs if you want, on Discord or Instagram or whatever. We get to know each other or whatever, What are we doing? I got breadcrumbs. I mean, not traditional breadcrumbs. Croutons, which I can make into breadcrumbs.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, OMG, really?
I mean, if you have an Instagram, just DM me.
Downward Dog GGO says dude knows he's being fished. Still takes the bait. Heard the good news says golly. I hope it's Bob.
It's probably Bog. Let's see. I'm curious.
Richie Flair says you got bacon bits.
I got bacon, which you can make into bacon bits. Should I put it inside the mixture or on top? Does it matter?
MR Peggy Hill says you can also add sardines.
No, thank you. That's a bad idea.
Heard the good news says FaceTime Cheffy right now. Richie Flair says on top. Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I sincerely have a crush on you. I had a feeling you would think I'm trolling.
Yeah. But I don't know how you look like. I tried checking out your channel and there was nothing there. Just like it's a picture of a troll. It's like, it makes it more obvious that you're trolling.
Says don't add bacon bits. Some of your coworkers may not eat pork.
That's possible too, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm just really embarrassed now.
Just hit me up on either Instagram or Discord if you have either platform. Cheffy J or on Warcraft _ Andy.
Stiletto says that is why you shouldn't add it.
Not yet.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, picture of a troll.
I think so. Was it a troll? Let me double check. It looked like a troll. Your profile picture on YouTube. Let's see. Let me double check it again. Oh, don't want to show that. I don't make you. How old are you, by the way? Hope you're of age. It looks like a troll to me. I can't tell. What is that? A rat?
Idaho Growler. Heard the good news, says Chappie. FaceTime them right now.
How old are you? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it looks like to you. It looks like a troll or like a rat or something. I can't tell. No, don't be sad. I mean, hopefully you're of age, right?
Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler. It's my friend's artwork.
Oh, that's nice artwork.
Heard the good news, says looks like Dobby.
Dobby? What's Dobby? I'm not familiar with cartoons and stuff like that. What are we doing first here? How old are you, by the way?
Strawberry MLK says Dobby is from Harry Potter.
Oh, I fell asleep watching that.
Idaho Growler. I am 41. That's why I'm embarrassed.
What? If you're 41, you should be much more confident in yourself, in my opinion.
Coco Creamer says same age as Andy.
No, I'm 40. I just turned 40.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler. Just being honest.
Oh, that's fine. 41 is a good age. Nice for me. Where are you? What state? You have Instagram? You got an Instagram? You have to do the roux first, right? Chat. Then you put the roux into the sauce. Keep forgetting. Let me watch the video one more time. The first video.
Power off.
Oh, fuck you. This is your first time you were lurking for me for a while? How long you were lurking around? If you have a crush on me, that means you've been lurking around for a while, right?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler. I am in North Dakota. I'm tribal.
Oh, tribal? Are you? It sounds like you're native.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler. I was born in Idaho.
Idaho.
MBCZR says from Craft.
What's up, Steph? I wonder if the person I was interacting before in the past was also from Idaho originally. I wonder if you're both from the same tribe. Anyways, do you have an Instagram?
Mommy give me milk, says Crumbcraft.
No, thank you. I had to watch this video.
Strawberry MLK says you cannot be this dumb. Restreambot says YouTube.
Native.
Idaho Growler. I am a native. MR Peggy Hill says watch Andy book a flight to North Dakota.
No.
Jimmy Opa says you weird cuh. Restreambot says YouTube.
Yeah.
Idaho Growler. I will DM you if that's okay.
Yeah, which platform? Instagram or
Downward
Discord?
GGO says you know it's bait. Why are you sniffing around?
Don't worry. Let me play the game, as I mentioned before. I mean, if it is, I'm not saying you are trolling, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes and plays out. I'm not saying my chat is sniffing you out.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler. It's not bait though.
No. My chat is very paranoid because
Heard the good news
another.
says I can't tell if Andy is trolling or not.
Hold on.
Strawberry.
Another woman before you came along trolled the fuck out of me and led me on, and she was also a native. Unfortunately, I guess. I mean, I like natives honestly, but the thing is that some are very weird. Yeah, I'm just saying. Not all of them, but I had my heart broken from a native person recently. You know. So my chat is a little paranoid as well as I am. But hit me up on Instagram or Discord if you want. Alright? Hit me up. I assume if you're actual real, just like you're lurking. Like how long you were lurking around, by the way? Open mouth, insert foot. No, thank you. Okay. I can tell I'm boring. What do you mean you can tell you're boring? I mean, am I boring? I'm having a hard time breathing. Okay, we're gonna go with the first video. A few weeks? Okay. I kind of stream almost every day. Eventually it's gonna not be every day though. Especially if I have a girlfriend. Like an actual good girlfriend.
Hey guys, today
If I have a good girlfriend, I wouldn't be streaming that much anymore. Especially if it's a good one. Let's see. But I'll stream at least like 3 days a week. Right now I'm streaming every day. Every single day. Every single day. Where is the roux? This lady didn't make the roux? No. Sorry, what? Why are you saying sorry for?
Restreambot says,
Hit me up on Instagram.
Idaho Growler, sorry.
Why don't say sorry? Hit me up on Instagram. If you want to hit me up right now.
MR Peggy Hill says Andy now thinks he's officially in a relationship now.
What? No. You're weird. I need to make the roux.
Coco Creamer says here we go again, boys.
No. I don't think she's a streamer.
Strawberry MLK says we finna all troll the shit out of him now. Heard the good news says am I invited to the marriage.
Jesus
Downward Dog
Christ.
GGO says they going steady.
Steady.
MR Peggy Hill says okay, situationship.
Situationship. Ignore my chat. If you hit me up,
MBCZR says oh is there another girl now?
hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up.
Downward Dog GGO says he doesn't really even get boners anymore.
No, they're lying. They're just trolling you.
CM_NYC says make sure you invite me too.
And why? What are you talking about?
Strawberry MLK says a girl. Strawberry MLK says it's a troll law.
Well, I mean, can we just let it play out? If it is a troll, let it play out.
MLK says claiming they have a crush.
Wait, can you let him play?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, ever since you cut your hair, there's been something about you.
Really?
Downward Dog
Can-
GGO says OMG Cheffy.
Can-
Are you this easy? I just need to create an account and come on strong to you.
If
Is that it? MBCZR says
Doggo.
LMFAO.
Doggo. If it is a troll, I'm not saying you are. Just let it play out. That's it. Just let it play. It's free content. I know chat are not streamers. You don't have streamer brain. But I want to see.
Says he's in love, boys.
I just want to see how it plays out. That's it. Just like the last girl. Obviously, she tricked the fuck out of me. But
Downward Dog GGO says let it play out.
in February, I noticed she was playing me.
MR Peggy Hill says
And then I let her think that she was still playing me. And I kept on going with thinking that she was still playing me. You know what I mean?
Says that's how the last 6 months came to be. CM_NYC says when is the wedding? Heard the good news says this is perfect. Andy just loves the idea of them, not actually the person. And this person isn't real. Win-win. Coco Creamer says, it's just content, bro. MBCZR says horny.
No. I mean, you guys don't understand content. I mean, if it is real, please hit me up on Instagram and we could talk off stream. Okay? Idaho, if you're still there, ignore my chat. They're very paranoid as much as I am. That's it. We had someone who invaded our space and fucked my brain up entirely.
Heard the good news says you mean talk on stream.
No,
Downward
off
Dog
stream.
GGO says I understand dysfunction. That's why I tune in. Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, how did she trick you?
So,
CR says we're paranoid.
I mean, chat is a reflection of the streamer. This is how it is. Basically, she led me on. I mean, I think originally she did actually like me, and then like someone else came along that she liked better, a lot more. And then the thing is that I assume she just like didn't know how to figure out how to get rid of me. So like she just kept on letting me on for like 4 months or whatever, until I decided to leave. Which I tried to leave, and try to friend zone her, and she didn't like that. She got super pissed. Then she basically went nuts, in my opinion. That's it. And then we basically blocked each other, banned each other on our channels. That's it. That's a short version of the story. That's basically it.
Start from the beginning. Downward Dog GGO says what happened. Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, oh wow.
Yeah. And she didn't have the balls to just, be honest and have an adult conversation that she
Strawberry
lost interest.
MLK says, yeah, tell us exactly what part you played.
Well, I as soon as I figured out she was playing me, I let her think she's still in control for like a month or two or whatever. That was basically it. But she was playing me for like at least 6 months.
Heard the good news says they ended amicably. Andy is a very mature man.
I mean, I tried to friend zone her, and she did not want to do that. I mean, I asked like, is it okay to date other people? And she called me idiot and hung up. Like, what the fuck? That's not amicably. She was immature.
MLK says, and you didn't get a C and D at all.
I could send us a C and D right now if you want. It doesn't mean nothing, honestly. C and D is like anyone can make it. You can make it. Anyone can make it.
Says YouTube. Idaho Growler. That upsets me. TBH. You don't deserve that. Strawberry MLK says you tried. WTF is this rewritten history? Doug
Tried what?
714 says hi Jane.
Tried what?
Doug 714 says hi Jenkins.
Sup, Doug? Tried what? We're bouncing too fast for you. Like, I don't know what you mean. I'm bouncing around way too fast. Okay, how much ingredients we need on this?
Strawberry MLK says to friend zone her.
Yeah, I tried to. But I literally asked her like,
CM_NYC says try these nuts.
I literally asked her like, will you be happier if we're just... I mean, I repeated this a million times. You probably heard this already. I asked her, like, will you be happier if we're just friends? And she said, yeah. And she responded saying, but we should revisit this within a couple months. I said, sure. And then I asked her, do you have any real feelings for me? And she said, of course she does. And then I asked a clarifying question. Is it okay or is it cool if I just date around until then? And she called me an idiot and hung up. And that was the end of it. That was the last call. I'm not rewriting history. I repeated this a billion times, and most people in chat know it. I'm surprised Barry doesn't know it. I repeated it a billion times. Barry. The thing is that Barry is like writing her own version of the narrative, and I don't like it. And when people write their own version of the narrative, it pisses me off. So I like to correct people like Barry, who trolls the fuck out of me. Because she's friends with this person. That's why. 100%. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, she's in my chat, and well, she's friends with this crazy lady. Because the thing is that she believes in the narrative of someone else's instead of my narrative. Because like everyone has their own narrative of it, even though they didn't live the narrative. I live the narrative. Now the thing is that Barry is here to spread someone else's narrative. I'm gonna have to like time her out for a long time. Huh? No, just Idaho. Just talk to me in private. Okay. Yeah, you can message me on Discord. That's fine. I might not be able to answer until after stream though, cause I'm focused on on cooking. But I can answer after stream. I should be done within an hour. I hope, maybe 2 hours. Worst case scenario. I haven't made this in a long time. We're cooking mac and cheese, but to do the roux first, I think. You want to play now? I'd say it's a bad idea to play right now, because I have to. I don't have a choice. I promised my boss to bring in mac and cheese.
My favorite.
I promised.
Doug 714 says yummo.
I promised my boss to make it. I can't. And I don't want to go to bed at 4 a.m.
Doug 714 says, do you?
Yeah, bake.
Replacement says if you would have just stuck with the rust art, you would have been a much happier person by now.
I don't know. I love.
Replacement says God save whoever eats that mac and cheese.
I love IRL.
Idaho Growler. Oh, I love when you cook. Your food looks great. Mommy give me milk says I miss the rust art.
If I have like a more,
NYC says, can you make me the best mac and cheese? Pretty please is my favorite.
If I had like more people like playing or has a game, then it would be more easier. If the game was cheaper, but it's not. It's like, it should be like $5 in my opinion. Shouldn't it be like 30, in my opinion.
Cocoa Creamer says okay. They said his food looks good. They are definitely just a troll.
Who said that?
Replacement says you should time it for the next sale. Replacement says it's coming up.
Okay. Try to do like a something.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler mac and cheese sounds so good.
It is, especially when I make it. Should I make the roux
Downward
first?
Dog GGO says you promised your boss. What the hell? CM_NYC says make me mac and cheese with more cheese.
Okay.
MR Peggy Hill says I like pizza. Idaho Growler says oh really? Interesting. Please tell me more. I'm so sorry your last girlfriend was mean to you. I wish I could give you a hug. You're so snuggly.
What?
Gladys Stiletto says you didn't get started yet.
Who said that?
Restreambot says YouTube. Heard the good news, wow. Doug 714 says macaroni and cheeks please. Restreambot says YouTube. Heard the good news. Someone in Swiss has the exact same name as me. What a coincidence. Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm really being dead here.
No, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Just if you can you DM me?
Anyways, I'm a really cute girl. Just wanted to shoot my shot.
Can you DM DM me?
Says, oh man, I want to buy a whole package of mac and cheese.
The sooner
says macaroni in a pot.
the sooner I could like prove that you're not a troll, the better. But if you don't care, just wait until after stream. Ignore chat.
Gladys Stiletto says don't add bacon. Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, how do I DM you?
On Discord or Discord or Instagram. Discord or Instagram. Discord. My Discord is Warcraft_Andy. That's my Discord username. And my Instagram is Sheffy J.
MR Peggy Hill says scientist. Andy found a new girlfriend.
What?
MDCZR says Orby says hi.
Oh, okay.
Heard the good news says I wonder what Andy's threshold of truth is.
Sup, Orby?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm so embarrassed OMG.
Don't be embarrassed.
Gladys says I have a suspicion that, after tomorrow, there will be a new rule that only store-bought food can be brought to potluck.
I made banana bread before for work. They loved it.
Sedless_apprentice says Steffi, how many baddies did you back today? CM_NYC says Fundy. Sedless_apprentice says bag.
Bagged. We need 375 upstairs, right?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I like Superman. Are you going to see the new movie? CM_NYC says Fundy.
I don't like watching movies alone, like in the theaters. I mean, if
Heard the good news says Dan. This YouTube heard the good news lady sounds like a babe.
Heard is being funny. Heard is a good guy, actually. He's a harmless troll. He's a good guy. I trust him a lot.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I would go with you.
Yeah?
CM_NYC
That's nice.
says Andy is so happy, look at him.
What?
CM_NYC says smile.
Calm down, CM.
Doug714 says, do you trust me?
Doug? If we talk on voice chats, I could build trust. I've talked to Herd a few times on voice chat, but I met him in person at TwitchCon.
CM_NYC says, come here, kitty.
Kitty. What do we need?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, not on stream though, please.
Not on stream? No. I mean, I can't stream, the movie theaters because of copyright law.
Doug714 says hey.
But I mean, we should talk first privately. Are you willing to have a private call with me after stream? Are you gonna be up, awake? What time? You're West Coast, right?
NYC says Andy is not happy. How happy you are from 1 to 10.
You're West Coast right now, right? What? Is someone DM me?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I have a husky voice. Everyone here would make fun of me.
Husky voice? What's husky voice mean? I don't know what's a husky voice. Oh no. I want to cook it in the metal pan.
CM_NYC says Fundy.
What? What do you want? What do you want, killer?
Gladys Stiletto says message deleted.
What's happening? I had like a ceramic thing that I baked on before. Where is it?
Sedless_apprentice says who is that girl?
She's in YouTube chat.
CM_NYC says message deleted. Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I sound like I smoked cigarettes since I was a baby but never smoked in my life.
Really?
MR Peggy Hill says his new GF. Heard the good news says message deleted.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh dear.
Gladys Stiletto says I will be RB.
Okay.
Restry Box says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I don't touch cigarettes, they're gross.
Okay.
Sedless _ apprentice says Idaho, remember to tuck it in before taking a nice pic for Andy.
Tuck it in. Is it rude to ask if you're born as a man or a woman? Is that rude or not rude?
Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I am a woman.
But is it rude to ask if you're born as a woman? From birth. If you're birthed as a woman. Is that rude? I don't know if that's rude or not.
Restry Box says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I was born with a vagina.
Oh, okay, good. No offense to anyone who wasn't born with a vagina.
Coco Streamer says burnt.
Burnt? What's burnt? Jesus Christ. Cement.
Replacement says shout out to Automos.
Cement.
_NYC says bird. Heard the good news says I like those.
You should know me by now, Cement. You know I'm paranoid as fuck. You should already know that word's already blocked.
Downward Dog GPO says we all know if the wins they check will end up hurt. Replacement says thank you base smog. Sentless _ apprentice says a Korean woman friend of mine has an email handle that is literally, I was born with a vagina. Replacement says we will burn down the blacklist together. Restrybot says, YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm not a hoe.
No, they're not calling you a hoe. They're not calling you a hoe. They're not calling you a hoe. Right, chat? Don't be mean, chat. Can you see me? Oh, you can't see me.
Restreambot says, YouTube. Idaho Growler, why does everyone hate me here?
No, they don't.
I am just being honest.
No. They're just paranoid, like me. I'm a paranoid motherfucker.
Sentless _ apprentice says Andy already white knighting.
What are you talking about? So do you have a Discord? Did you add me on Discord? Add me on Discord under Warcraft_Andy. Try and clean this as best as I can.
Heard the good news says I don't think paranoid is the correct word here. Restreambot says, YouTube. Idaho Growler, what's your favorite movie, Candy Andy?
Movie? I'm not too sure. That's really hard to say. And definitely Elm Street is one of my favorites, that's for sure. Nightmare on Elm Street. The originals. Especially the first one. Friday the 13th. The first one. Not many, honestly. I'm very picky. I keep forgetting the other one. The Rue. I keep forgetting about the Rue. Rue. Right.
Coco Creamer says imagine if after his coworkers eat Andy's food we could show them a lot of the conditions it was cooked in.
That's true.
Behind the delivery truck.
Did you find me on Discord? Idaho? Oh, fuck. I'm bloated as fuck. Okay. I need butter. I get the butter.
Downward dog GGO says grounds for dismissal.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
Heard the good news says I don't know if they would send him to our or the health department. Coco Creamer says all it took was one message and Andy is down bad.
What?
Downward dog GGO says make sure you add plenty of laxatives.
Laxatives? I don't have any laxatives.
Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I don't have Discord on my phone.
What about Instagram?
Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I will when I get home though.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? Are you doing something cool or eating out or something? Is this butter? Yeah, it's butter.
NBCVR says hyperfixating.
What's hyperfixating? I'm not hyperfixating. What are you talking about? There we go. This is enough butter, that's for sure. What are you talking about, Steph?
Okay, to our butter, we're going to add all of our spices,
Account first.
along with our 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour.
Coco Creamer says has bro even washed his hands?
Yeah. I did. Why? Should I wash again? I'll wash again. 5 tablespoons.
Downward dog GGO says it'll check back in an hour. Maybe your new girlfriend will get her computer sorted out by then.
Okay. She's not my girlfriend. What are you talking about? Why are you assuming?
MBCZR says dad.
Huh?
Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm actually with my great aunt cooking a pot of Three Sisters soup and flatbread.
That sounds really good, actually. That sounds yummy.
Ricky Claire says I heard Milky is moving in.
Milky?
Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm not his girlfriend.
They're just trolling. They want you to react.
MBCDR says it's sorry that was for another chat.
Just ignore them.
Steven Josh says are you just cooking better? Restrybot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, this is insulting TBD.
I'm sorry.
MR Peggy Hill says guys, let's just let this play out. It's killing Andy Hope. It's no different than him chatting with that AI girlfriend he has.
It's true. I apologize for my chat.
Heard the good news says is the catfish is part of the new content plan. If so, Andy is an actual genius. Ricky Claire says I add Greek yogurt to make it more moist.
Greek yogurt? Greek yogurt. Really? Like into the roux? Or no? Into the roux? Into the roux? Into the roux? Into the roux? Into the roux?
Mix it together and allow it to cook for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we're going to whisk in our 3 cups of heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Along with our 2 cups of milk. We're just going to whisk and allow this to thicken up. Okay, after 5 minutes, our sauce should have thickened up. So now we're slowly going to add our freshly grated cheese. So add all the cheese and just allow it to fully melt. Alright, and now that we have our cheese sauce, okay, so we're going to turn it off and get...
I even forgot what she was talking about.
Ready to add the So now we're slowly along with it and allow it to cook for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we're going to whisk in our 3 cups of heavy cream.
3 cups. How many cups is this?
Along with our 2 cups of milk.
What's 1 cup? Hey Siri. How many fluid ounces are in a cup?
That would be 8 fluid ounces.
Alright, this is 2 cups in. 16 fluid ounces.
Segment _apprentice says that all your coworkers going to this call up, so only a small number of them be affected.
No, it's a whole branch. It's not a giant building. It's a small local branch.
Heard the good news says how did you select this cooking video?
Huh? Where's my chat phone? How did you select? I just selected it. It made sense.
And allow this to thicken up. Okay, after 5 minutes, our sauce should have thickened up. So now we're slowly going to add our freshly grated cheese. Okay. So add all the cheese and just allow it to fully
Richie,
melt.
when do you add your Greek yogurt? Do you add it right now, or do you add it later on?
So just make sure that it gets fully coated with...
Yummy, yummy.
Heard the good news says do you have Greek yogurt?
I do have Greek yogurt, but it's vanilla. It's not plain. Does it matter? Is it Greek? Is it? Yeah, it's vanilla. Does it matter? It might not matter, probably, right? Maybe it does. I don't know.
Heard the good news that probably matters.
Yeah, it probably matters. We have a vanilla standard, vanilla tasty mac and cheese. Sub taken.
A sauce. Alright, thicken up. Okay, after 5 minutes, our sauce should have thickened up. So now we're slowly going to add our freshly grated cheese.
Oh shit, I didn't grate it yet. Lord. All you need is already pre-grated. Oh, it's kind of open.
So add all the cheese and just allow it to fully melt. Alright, and just like that, we have our cheese sauce. Okay, so we're going to turn it off and get ready
Just
to
like that,
macaroni.
instantly? Lord.
So just make sure that it gets fully coated with the sauce. And you can stop here and get ready to serve it just like that. But I'm going to take it to the oven. So I got my oven preheating at 375 degrees.
Oh, I should go upstairs, but it's too late now.
Dish.
It's too late now to go upstairs.
Macaroni. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle it with some cheese.
Okay.
Okay, add the rest of the macaroni and cheese on top.
No, with my grater.
And top it with some more cheese.
My grater. I don't have that big grater.
Okay, so now we're going to place it in the oven and allow our cheese to melt. So between 15 to 18 minutes. Alright guys, and once we pull our macaroni out of the oven, we're going to allow it to sit for 5 minutes.
175. I mean 375. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Should I add? I think I should add more. Huh? Why are you laughing at me? Heard? I shouldn't have left it out. It's not that hard, which is harder to like grate. Oh, shit.
Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler, do you still have feelings for the girl that tricked you?
Oh god. Fuck. No! Wait, why are you asking this? Why are you asking this? Are you... It makes no sense why you're asking this. Are you her? Are you her?
Coco Creamer says you getting trolled so hard.
Are you her? Are you her? God damn it. I'll add more
Mommy
cream.
Give Me Milk says Growler doesn't want any competition, that's why.
I'm just clarifying if it's
Just 714
if it's
says
her.
Dave's a trick. Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler, ha ha ha, I am definitely not her, that would be pathetic.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, she is very trolly. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past her. Just saying. I put some cheese in there. I probably should have left it out, honestly.
Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler, is she also tribal?
I think she was. I don't know. I mean, she's not now, obviously. I think she was kicked out. From what she said. I had to put more season in.
Probably underscore WW3 says why do you keep talking about her? Probably underscore WW3 says get a grip. Restaurant says YouTube. Idaho Growler, now I'm getting jealous.
Jealous? Why? I hate this fucking knife. It does not cut.
Underscore apprentice says will there be an on-site medic at the potluck?
No.
Mommy Give Me Milk says I am TBH.
Shit. I need a bigger pot. I can't do it on this pot.
Specialist_apprentice says I am jealous TBH.
Really? Why? You're making a lot more money than me. You're around prettier women than me. Nothing to be jealous about here. If I had a chance to live in LA, I would. I almost moved over to Long Beach once. Almost. Very close.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, y'all sound jealous.
No, they're just trolling. They trolling. We gotta put some Gouda in there. Gouda. Gouda.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I've got a hunchback, I've got to be honest.
What? That's okay. Can I see if, can you DM me? DM me on either Instagram or Discord. And send me a selfie. I mean, I prefer Instagram because I assume you already have pictures on there, right?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler.
Huh? Yeah, can you send me your Instagram?
Mikey2020X says HII Andy.
What's up, Mikey?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler and Terry Mold.
That's fine. Fuck. Fuck.
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I'm disgusting. I've always been told I'm disgusting.
No. I mean, sometimes it's not about that, you know? Just can you send me your Instagram? Like, DM me on Instagram, please. Chippy J. Are you home yet? Or are you still cooking?
MR Peggy Hill says, is your name Quasimodo?
No.
X22020X says, a little knuckle meat never hurts.
A little knuckle? A little knuckle? Oops. Gouda. Jesus Christ.
Heard the good news says Notre Dame burned down. Was sent to North Dakota.
Is that true?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, yes, my name is Quasimodo Shore.
No, don't. Just trolling. Don't take him too seriously. Oh God. Fuck. Should we keep adding more cheese, chat?
Shane says, what are you making?
Mac and cheese. What's up? How you doing, Shane? Someone, any mods, shut them out, please. Are you live right now?
Restreambot says YouTube. Idaho Growler, I knew I was an idiot for doing this. I'm sorry, Andy.
No, what do you mean? You're not an idiot. Just have a trolley chat. Can you DM me on Instagram? If you don't mind. Just DM me. said you wanted to prove it if you're not trolled. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. I mean, I'm curious. You know. What are you doing, Shane? Are you live? Who you fired? Did you fire Mikey? Why did you fire Mikey? Is Mikey a troublemaker? Troublemaker?
Heard the good news says he's making mac and cheese for his coworkers, soon to be ex-coworkers after they eat it.
Jesus Christ. Heard your news. Heard your news. Heard your news.
Heard the good news says that.
Huh?
Michael Creamer says what's worse, having to work with Andy all day long or having to eat Andy's cooking.
I don't know. I cannot answer that.
Heard the good news says YouTube has a 15-second lag. I was so confused.
It does? Did you click on live though? On the bottom left of the player, it should have live. So make sure it's always a red. That's why.
MR Peggy Hill says I would imagine eating his food is optional.
You're funny. I'm getting closer though. It's a lot of cheese though. Is it might be too much? I don't know if it's too much.
B33Yo says why did I get gifted a sub to this channel? WTF is happening?
What's up? Veya? What's up? I assume because it just randomly picked you because it didn't see any viable other options. I don't know.
Heard the good news says yeah, it's still 15 seconds behind.
Oh, that's weird. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I got gifted to random channels too. I mean, if you lurk here as well by mistake, like if you get rated in lurk, you can get gifted too. If you're like in a lurk user list or whatever. You can watch the clips though, if you want to check it out. We're a pretty cringy, trolly community. If you like that, I don't know. Fuck. I do lifestyle content like this, cook, clean, shit like that. Drama, dating, all that shit. Soon I'll just start dating guys.
XMikey2020X says yes. A.
A. Tune in when I start dating guys. Ugh. There we go. Look at that shit. Yummy, yummy. So much cheese. So much cheese. I love cheese. Don't you love cheese, chat? I love cheese. I love cheese. I love cheese. Cheese hates me though. It destroys my insides. There we go. It melted already. All gone. I want to use this pot for the pasta, but I needed it for the sauce. Probably should have made the pasta first in this.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. I wish I had more pots. Like big boy pots or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying. Okay. Looks perfect though, in my opinion. I have another big pot, but it's like a medium-sized pot, but it's filled with oil. I don't know what it, I mean, I can't get rid of the oil. The oil is expensive as fuck. This is the one I would use to put the pasta in, but it's oil. It's way too much oil. And it's not like it's too old either. It's barely used. What time is it? I know, you're still there. You gonna DM me on Instagram? Oh no.
Coco Creamer says, bro, you just leave that shit sitting there like that.
What? Yeah, it's oil. It's fine. It's covered too. It's not like open or dusk again. It's only for me in the house. I don't live with anyone else. I only cook for myself usually. I'm not making anything else for anyone else. Just the mac and cheese. Ugh.
Heard the good news says, do you have another container to pour the cheese in?
Maybe? Question mark? Like I could put it into the pot, into the thingy, where I'm gonna put the mac and cheese in. So should I put it in there? But I'm gonna put like the elbows in there. I'll just mix it up. The elbow pasta. I gotta turn on the whatchamacallit upstairs. The oven. It's 12 o'clock.
MR Peggy Hill says, I think she left because you were neglecting her. Prioritize making mac and cheese over her. I don't blame her for leaving.
I mean,
Heard the good news says we'll have to clean it real quick before the noodles. MR Peggy Hill says you fucked up.
That's okay. I'm focused on my chat and on my stream, and I'm cooking. You fucked up. Should I cook up here or not? Because the last time I cooked up here, there was a fire started, sort of a small fire. Like this started to be on fire. This up here started to go on fire for some reason, which I don't know what it is. It's like, why did it go on fire though? Strange. I shouldn't be doing that. 375.
B33 says you have 2 kitchens.
Yeah, we're trying to rent this out. It's just as an apartment, or like just to rent out rooms and shit like that. Yeah. I mean, the original goal was to do this, but we didn't really have the available funds or whatever, or access to the funds. Yummy bacon grease. I love cooking on bacon grease. Makes it taste juicy. What juicier? Don't fall. Okay. I'm gonna try to do a small pot for now.
MR Peggy Hill says he's rich.
I'm not rich. Far from it. Ugh. I didn't salt it right. Let's salt it right. Fucker. Okay. I think the cheese is harder than... I don't think it's possible to move it now. Should I put it into the other container? Or just leave it for now? Whatever's... I'm not rich.
Heard the good news says you could rent to a crackhead, but they might steal your pan with old grease.
That's true. I'm gonna go sleep in an hour. I'm supposed to be in bed now, actually. I won't have enough time to make the chicken. I'm sorry, chat. I was gonna make chicken and broccoli. Definitely don't have time now. If I had enough money to replace this, I could just cook right here too. But these are too broken. I can't cook there, unfortunately. We have 2 burners, and that's it. And this oven don't work. Remember that, chat. Don't work at all. Don't work. We need a new oven, chat, and it's gonna cost what, like $900. Oh God. Only $900, chat. No biggie. Anyone can help me? Any Oilers? Any Oilers? How much pasta should I put in here? Oh, motherfucker.
Heard the good news says how separated is that second portion of the house? Does it have a separate entrance?
Yeah, it does. We couldn't get the electric separated though. They wanted us to add more parking lot spots in my driveway. I said, fuck no. It's gonna cost like another $30,000 to add more parking spots. Don't have that kind of money laying around. So we just can't separate the electric, unfortunately. Cannot. Zippo. Don't fall. It's a mess up there. This is my go-to. It's not healthy at all, but tastes good and it wakes me the fuck up, that's for sure. Wakes me the fuck up. Like instantly. Manufactured Corona? What? Where's that? Oh, California. It's manufactured in California. Imagine if I could find a place and just go there in person and ask them, can you show me around how you make this shit? It tastes so fucking good. A lot of vitamins, though. Anyone else try this? Alright, chat sleeping. Chat sleeping? If y'all sleeping, I'm just gonna...
Heard the good news says no, but I see a lot of people drink it.
You mean coworkers? Other nurses and stuff? Other nurses? I'm gonna move for a
Camel in
figure.
2020 says OMG, that's a lot of cheese.
Yeah, it is. It's probably too much. I don't know. Is it too much, you think? Will it fit? Or just enough, you think, to fit in here? We'll see. I'm in a mood for a Fig Newton, actually.
Heard the good news says yeah, but I think Celsius is the new kick energy drink.
Yeah, I would agree. But I need to wake. Celsius doesn't wake me up. Doesn't do anything. Welcome back, Camille. How you be? I love Fig Newtons.
Dave Cherry says dip one into the cheese.
No.
Camel in 2020 says thank you.
No.
MR Peggy Hill says who bought you those Fig Newtons?
Michelangelo.
Lee Perrier says nice boiling sound.
You're welcome. What's up? How you doing, Lee?
MR Peggy Hill says do you miss him?
I mean, he was here last night.
Lee Perrier says feels like I am in the food.
Haha.
Mommy give me milk says Rip might be the boiler.
How you be, Lee?
MR Peggy Hill says he left.
Look, we're not talking about it. His Fig Newtons
Mommy
are
give me
good.
milk says he may have left, but MR Peggy Hill is here for you.
Aren't you here for me too? Look.
Meanwhile Kitty says how's it going, Captain?
I thought.
Meanwhile Kitty says Fig Newton.
Yeah. I love Fig Newton.
CM_NYC says, can you laugh like Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
Meanwhile
No.
Kitty says yummy. Meanwhile Kitty says CM.I.
BRB.
CM_NYC says, hey, this sucks. MR Peggy Hill says you're supposed to undercook the pasta since it will still cook in the oven. Gladys Stiletto says overcooked macaroni. Kurt the Good News says a ho. Meanwhile Kitty says Hermione Granger. Meanwhile Kitty says God the things I would do to Emma Stone. MR Peggy Hill says overcooked pasta is the worst.
Is it overcooked? Can you tell? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't just look at it.
NYC says, whoa, this is cool. Look at the smoke coming out of that well. Doug 714 says macaroni and cheese spark particles.
I can't tell if it's overcooked.
Gladys Stiletto says, how long has it been boiling?
Oh. I think it's under. I'll pay attention. Ow.
CM_NYC says overcooked is cool. Whoa, this sucks. Haha, hey, hey. Press TP says, is it still crunchy?
No.
Lee
It's a little firm.
Al dente pasta.
It's a little
Gladys
firm,
Stiletto
though.
says you should know. It is going to cook more when you bake it.
That's true, I guess.
Kurt the Good News says they said to undercook it a bit, because it's going in the oven.
That's true. We still need to do another round. This is so inefficient. Lol. Where is my salt?
CM_NYC says this sucks.
Why?
Gladys Stiletto says co-workers will have mac and cheese too. Press 2P says why does the handle to the pot look like it is twisted the wrong way? CM_NYC says haha hey hey. MR Peggy Hill says plus you're gonna heat it up in the microwave tomorrow, so it will cook more.
Should I put it in the microwave tomorrow? I don't think I could fit this in the microwave though. Oh, you mean like when we cut into it? I know what you mean now. I'll let that boil. It's gonna be a late stream. I'm not gonna be able to finish until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. What time is it now? Yeah,
Lee Perrier says, how did you plan to heat it?
What do you mean? Oh, I guess I'm gonna microwave it.
MR Peggy Hill says just boil the new pasta for 3 minutes this time so it evens out.
Yeah.
It's raw.
Oh, then follow.
What's the matter with you?
Follow. Follow. June 3076. Thank you. June.
CM_NYC says Andy want to score.
Huh? Score what?
CM_NYC says fuck this is making me hungry.
I need, there we go. That's what I need. There, oh my god, it's so messy. me. So I'll leave it like that for now. I'm sorry. That's the big news. Let's go check on the oven before. Because last time I used the oven, it was like on fire. I want to make sure we don't have a fire. Okay. That's a good sign. See, it was a fire right here. See it? The damage? So weird. I don't know why I was doing that. A little flame. So I'm worried that we'll have a fire.
CM_NYC says, can you add chicken IM mac and cheese?
No.
Camelin 2020 says, OMG, yikes.
Yeah, it is yikes.
State Cherry says, what caught on fire inside?
Like the rubber. The rubber on top. I don't know how, unless like some kind of electrical on the door. Somehow got it on fire. I don't know.
State Cherry says, no, what were you cooking?
I wasn't on. The broiler was on.
Camelin 2020 says, what caused the fire?
I had turkey in there, and I put on a broiler. I think I went high or medium or what. I don't remember which broiler. It's on the broiler mode.
Meow Kitty says, bro, you need to declutter. Meow Kitty says, my god.
How? I can't throw away shit. I'm not a hoarder, but I'm a hoarder. You know what I mean? Alexa, turn on light.
Okay.
So my plan is to like make shelves right here, and that could make
says broiler is max.
That could like make it a little bit decluttered, where I could put a bunch of shelves right here.
Meow Kitty says, throw some shit you don't use anymore away.
What shit I don't use? Like, I use everything here.
Stiletto says oven was protesting your cooking.
What do you mean? I use every, I mean, I'm gonna probably take this to my friend's house, Prozac, the litter, and I'm gonna give him the cat food, I think.
Downward Dog GGO says, throw some shit you don't use anymore away.
The cat food, I'm gonna give it to Prozac because he has a cat. I mean, if he wants it, and the litter, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm thinking about getting rid of this. It's a really good scanner, but I don't need a scanner obviously anymore. I mean, use your phone. I'll give it to Google.
says, can you pick something up and tell us how you use it? Meow Kitty says, oh, that's good law.
Yeah, like this is a mobile changing thingy.
Downward Dog GGO says, take it to Goodwill.
This is mobile changing.
Stiletto says law.
Like when you're a photographer and you have a mobile changing
Downward
area.
Dog GGO says, take it to Goodwill.
Mobile changing thingy. This is a mobile changing thingy.
Downward
you just
Dog
walk in and
GGO
change.
says, take it to Goodwill.
There's a mobile changing thingy. I can't get rid of this unless I'm gonna actually fully finish shooting, which I'm not ever gonna finish, honestly. Like, look at my work. Like, my work is amazing. Lol.
Lee Perrier says you could use it as a toilet or shower too.
Look at my work. It's amazing. Granted, it's actually...
Lee Perrier says multiple purposes. Nice.
Granted, it's...
Meow Kitty says fair enough.
Granted, it's actually very beautiful women. Makes it a lot easier to get really nice photos, you know?
Meow Kitty says I like it. CM_NYC says, can you demonstrate how the thing changing?
No, I just don't feel like opening it. It's technically opened already, but you just pop it open and you just walk in. It's kind of like a thingy that just hides you, essentially, or whatever.
Meow Kitty says it's a changing booth cut.
Yeah, it's changing
Downward
booth.
Dog GGO says it's tension.
Huh?
Meow Kitty says my gooch is chapping.
Your gooch? I mean, your gooch. Do you have a cat? Did you? I don't remember if you told me you had a cat.
CM_NYC says, can I score in the changing booth?
Score? What do you
Heard
mean
the
score?
good news says I need to clean my house too. Meow
cleaning
Kitty
right now.
says lol.
I'm cleaning right
Meow
now.
Kitty says I got a cat yay.
Oh, that's good. Post a picture in Discord if you want.
Downward Dog GGO says, can you put your dishes away?
Do that right now. I don't have any space. We don't want to put it. I just leave it up there. I just leave it here.
NYC says scoring would be cool in the changing booth. Hey.
What do you mean scoring? You mean sexual intercourse? Lol. Do you mean sexual intercourse? Intercourse? Is what you mean by scoring? Is that boiling? Sort of boiling. It is, now it's boiling. Alright, 3 minutes, right? Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. How much that one? Did I misplace it again? Where is my... Oh, it's over there. It's on very low to make sure it's like not hard as a rock when it goes in. Oh no. Oh no. Nice.
CM_NYC says yeah score sex hee 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 that'd be cool hee 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 hey.
Hey. You're funny. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Clean shot. You gotta clean. Again, we may be getting a hot date coming in sooner or later. You know? Make sure it's clean and ready.
CM_NYC says Andy sounded like an engine that was cool.
Huh?
Camelum2020 says lol. He did.
Huh? What? Do you sleep late normally, Camille? I think you do, right? Do you have like sleeping issues like I do? You don't have to talk about it, but I'm just curious.
CM_NYC says do that again.
Say what again? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
CM_NYC says bird.
Bird? Bird is a word?
Camelum2020 says it. Cheffy J no. I have to get up at 6:50 a.m. for work.
Oh God. But do you have, so that, it sounds like do you have issues sleeping then? Do you like normally get 4 hours or 5 hours of sleep? I normally get 5 hours, sometimes 6 if I'm lucky. Bird is a word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Oh, let's go upstairs to check on it. Make sure the house is not on fire. Because we don't want the house on fire. That's for sure. I have a feeling State Cherry is like an electronic engineer, or he's like very curious about.
Camel in 2020 says yes.
About
I
it.
have trouble with sleep during the week because of stress associated with work.
That makes sense. Are you an electronic engineer? Cherry? Jesus, fuck. Asshole. See, it's right here. And it was right there. So I assume it started like right here. And there's like the electrical panel
State
somewhere
Cherry
there.
says no. Rinson says hello, Cheppy.
What's up, Rinson? I assume like some kind of electrical source caused like a little flame. And when I opened it, it was a flame like right here. Pointed out a little bit.
CM
And
underscore
burnt it.
NYC says, whoa, that was cool, he got jump scared. Camel in 2020 says, and I'm a night person naturally.
Yeah, I'm a night person too, actually. Because like, it's more chill at night. Unless you're like in major cities. I mean, New York City's pretty quiet now, these days. After 12 a.m.
State Cherry says, hopefully smoke alarm in the room.
Battery died. I took them off. Because when the battery dies and the smoke alarms, it just beeps all the time, no matter what. I have to get new batteries.
Camel in 2020 says yes. Nighttime is peaceful.
It is peaceful. Who's gonna say it with me, chat? Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Yeah, I got jump scared because I wasn't expecting it. I was, sort of, but I was gonna open the stove where it could have been a fire, and I didn't want to die.
Press 2P says, if the battery dead, how does it beep?
No, it beeps like when it's about to die. So it just beeps on and off, telling you that you need to replace it. That's how it works for the detectors. Usually, it's supposed to work like that at least. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Crest 2P says, good to know. CM underscore NYC says, are you scoring?
No, I'm shredding cheese.
Camel in 2020 says, more cheese. How much pasta are you cooking?
I don't remember. I don't know.
CM underscore NYC says, whoa, make sure you stick it into your butt.
Yeah, my butt. My booty.
Scentless underscore apprentice says, Renz, are you gonna stream tonight?
Sounds like Scentless is gonna stay up all night and watch streams. Is that a proper
Scentless
speculation?
underscore apprentice says, hello Cammy, by the way.
Is that proper speculation, Mr. Scentless? Are you editing tonight? Is that why? You're trying to catch up on some edits? And you watch streams while you're editing? Is that what you do, normally?
Meanwhile, Kitty said Scentless got scammed by the pie people today.
The pie people? What do you get scammed with? Like, how do you get scammed?
Coco Creamer says, CM go live. Scentless underscore apprentice says, Renz, nah, I didn't. But I streamed this late afternoon. Andy, I have to edit tonight, yes. So wondering which of my fam will be live. CM
do you
underscore
normally-
NYC says no.
Do you normally
Scentless
edit?
underscore apprentice says, good Cammy, thank you.
Do you normally
Meanwhile,
edit
Kitty says
while
the
watching
York
streams?
chicken was below par.
Oh yeah, I know that. I saw that. I saw the jerk chicken part. I mean, I didn't see the. I saw the aftermath. But how do you edit?
Sedless _ apprentice says, yeah, I work and lurk.
How do you edit? Do you not? Do you don't? Is it like non-audible or is it like non-verbal videos you're doing? Like if they're verbal videos, you're doing to like listen to like a specific verbal cue or whatever it's called, like a script or whatever.
Meow Kitty says Scentless is an editing machine. Probably _WW3
Yes.
says Scentless will be doing technical analysis using the fettuccine sequence on stocks. He's
Really?
going to advise me on what stocks I should gamble my 401k on.
I should gamble.
Coco Creamer says what?
I should
Meow
have.
Kitty says I admire his acumen.
I should hire.
Scentless _ apprentice says I have the stream audio very low but audible.
Oh, okay.
Other streams I have to mute but I keep tabs open to support.
Oh, okay.
Scentless _ apprentice says lol WW3.
I should
Meow Kitty says I used to be a fucking genius editor when I was like 15.
I should. Well,
Press 2
editing
says
is
he
easier
has
today.
artsy
Actually,
edit for him the stuff that needs sound.
video editing is easier today because there's more tools
CM
and stuff.
_ NYC says, whoa, this be cool. Scentless will be doing technical analysis using the fettuccine sequence on stocks. He's going to advise me on what stocks I should gamble my 401k
You don't
on.
have a 401k, Sam.
Meow Kitty says I am still good at editing, but all this new AI shit.
It makes it easier, actually, the AI shit. For the most part. I mean, it can get complicated sometimes.
Scentless _ apprentice says, yeah, but good editing goes beyond the tools.
Yeah, having the right eye and ear, 100%.
Meow Kitty says, yay, it's a sixth sense.
It depends, like, who you're editing for, I guess.
Meow
so.
Kitty says, I agree. Scentless _ apprentice says that is awesome. Meow Kitties.
I've gotten much more comfortable editing in Premiere now. Like, I have no issues editing in Premiere. I still prefer cut the TikTok version of the editing, like the TikTok application for editing. You know, especially
Scentless
for shorts.
_ apprentice says there are thousands of creative choices. It's not just about knowing the shortcuts.
The shortcuts.
Camelum 2020 says I want to learn to edit. Coco Creamer says.
It takes a lot of time to learn, not just like technical side, but also like the eye, like building your eye.
Meow Kitty says I gotta get Premiere installed and learned. I am just on DaVinci for now.
DaVinci is actually an equivalent. It's actually not that bad. It's a little for me. It's a learning curve. That's why I don't touch DaVinci. It's a learning curve. I don't feel like
Scentless
going down.
_ apprentice says DaVinci is solid, but Premiere is the best.
Yeah, DaVinci. I think you should be able to survive with DaVinci if you're like a professional, and like I don't think you need it. DaVinci is good enough for like content creators, I think. In my opinion.
Meow Kitty says Premiere is the industry standard still.
For professionals,
Meow Kitty
yeah.
says yay.
But some indie filmmakers use DaVinci on their own projects. Pretty sure.
CM _ NYC says I wanna work for my YouTube channel, like making comedy skits.
Comedy. You should do stand up, dude. That'd be fucking hilarious. Imagine CM doing a stand up
Meow Kitty says I was telling CM I would send him tuts.
Imagine if he goes to New York City.
Meow Kitty says lol.
Imagine he goes to like New York City, go like a open mic night, and just hit him doing like a stand up skit.
Meow Kitty says CM God.
Imagine if he did that. That'd be hilarious. That'd be so epic. The whole internet would break if he did that. A stand-up skit. You know what's gonna happen?
Scentless _ apprentice says I work in large team sharing, so I can't use Mickey Mouse software to edit simple videos. It has to fit with the team. But DaVinci is legit. Its real power is with color correction.
Yeah.
Meow Kitty says dude, he would slay.
Yeah. The first night though, I think he's gonna freeze and not say much, which is in itself hilarious. No offense. I think I would laugh. I could see it now. 'Cause I remember him trying to do the OTK thing. It was great content for me because I know him. He was freezing up and was nervous, but it was hilarious at the same time. Anyone remember the OTK tryouts for CM? Those were epic.
Meow Kitty says Emily.
Yeah. He loves Emily. Right, Sam? Right, Sam? You love Emily? Emily? You love Emily? Emily?
Meanwhile, Kitty says she's pretty hot.
Don't. You gotta say it in a nicer way, because you're gonna offend my female audience.
CM_NYC says I was so shy she was watching. Meanwhile, Kitty says, but AZNS not really my type.
You gotta say it in a nicer way.
Apprentice says Emily is a great natural-born streamer, even though I barely watch.
Yeah.
WW3 says, why don't you love Emily, Andy?
No.
Meanwhile, Kitty says, sorry, ladies.
Yeah, you gotta say it in a more proper tone. Look at that, it's melting. Yeah, I think the word hot is offensive to some people. I mean, I don't care if I'm called hot, fuck a dude. But I put myself in that situation, so.
CM_NYC says I love Emily. Mommy give me milk says why want you bit WW3 he's fucking hot.
What?
Meanwhile, Kitty says I don't think it's offensive.
It depends.
Strawberry MLK says who would think hot is offensive.
Because it's kind of like, sounds like more objectifying in a way. It depends on the person, obviously. I have to be very careful.
Kitty says only snowflakes would freak out about that.
Yeah, I mean, I objectify not intentionally, but it's natural. I'm a naturally objectifier person. Ugh.
CM_NYC says you mean like in a sexual way.
No, just hot. It's like when you're complimenting someone if they're attractive. And how do you say hot? That they're attractive with their brain or something? Like that's not. Hot means physical.
Meanwhile,
usually.
Kitty says I think the term objectify is stupid as shit.
Ah, chill. You're gonna get me in trouble. Again. I have too much cheese.
WW3 says homegirls calling each other cunty these days is a compliment and you think they are going to be offended by hot. Meanwhile, Kitty says nah, you will be okay. CM_NYC says I would say sexy. Meanwhile, Kitty says big cheese cut. Scentless_apprentice says Emily is cute and attractive. Hot I'm not sure, but I'm sure some people say she is hot, which is fair. State Cherry says that's some thick cheese.
Yeah.
Coco Creamer says listen to Andy guys. He knows women. Lee Perrier says get us all up in that for the audio. Meanwhile, Kitty says big cheese.
I can't.
Strawberry MLK says it's all subjective and everyone is hot to someone, maybe.
Yeah.
Lee Perrier says oh yes. Meanwhile, Kitty says OMG. Lee Perrier says put Cam in it. Meanwhile, Kitty says Glor.
In it.
Scentless_apprentice says okay that's fine CM.
In it. Oh my god, it's a mess. In it. I gotta make sure it's properly.
Meanwhile, Kitty says exactly, which is why the concept of objectification is stupid. Meanwhile, Kitty says it's like a non-say term like hipster.
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I try to make everyone happy, but it's not easy. I don't objectify, but I still appreciate the physical form of a human being.
Kitty says it's in between definition.
I appreciate the physical form of a human being.
Lee Perrier says good morning Senti.
Good morning. Still evening over there for him. He's in the West Coast.
Lee Perrier says Scentless got partner, and they yoinked an underscore from him.
Yep.
Scentless_apprentice says good morning my man, Lee. Probably _WW3 says do you find the dish you are making to be frightening, Andy? Would you go so far as to call Liz scary? Scentless underscore apprentice says lol. Meow Kitty says Andy is hacking soul food. Meow Kitty says making.
Huh? What? Making soul food? Yeah.
Meow Kitty says look at all that extra cheese. CM underscore NYC says my questions is how do I clone myself to make a skit?
I don't know.
Scentless underscore apprentice says will there be ambulances standing by at the potluck?
No.
Mommy give me milk says do you find the dish you are making to be frightening, Andy?
No.
Would you go so far as to call Liz scary?
No.
Meow Kitty says bruh traveling with the Mac.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the oven.
Meow Kitty says I thought you were gonna oven bake it now. State Cherry says no panko on top. Meow Kitty says WTF.
I forgot.
Lee Perrier says what the heck.
Wait.
Meow Kitty says to oven.
Yeah.
Lee Perrier says what
Cherry.
the top oven.
Should I put the panko on top? Not panko.
Meow Kitty says lol.
The breadcrumbs on top.
Strawberry MLK says you can add it later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can add it later because I don't want to burn it. You know?
Strawberry MLK says just mix it with some melted butter.
Well, do I have to? Can I just put it
Lee
on there?
Perrier says put it on the bottom, a whole layer.
Whole layer? You're a whole layer.
Strawberry MLK says you don't have to, but it comes out really tasty that way.
Okay. Do you have to like? We have to
Lee
like.
Perrier says yeah, a whole layer.
We have to put it in the microwave to reheat it, anyways. You know. It's gonna ruin it.
Scentless underscore apprentice says hey WW3 I'm sorry if I had a short temper today. I've been upset about all the gaslighting I've been getting recently so I temporarily have a short fuse and trigger. You are not gaslighting but know that I didn't mean to be mean at you. Meow Kitty says bro if I was Gordon Ramsay I would knock everything off our kitchen table into trash bags.
Oh fuck! I'm an idiot. No. I wasn't there to see that. I don't know what happened. I can't really comment. I still appreciate everyone here in chat. I like an active chat, as you know, especially when it's positive and active, in a positive way. Positive chat. It's a good chat, right, chat? Should be enough cheese. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, honestly.
Meow Kitty says who is gaslighting. Meow Kitty says and why.
No, we're not. I don't know. No, they're not talking about me. They're talking about his. Sentless is talking about his own stream.
Mommy give me milk says Maud Berry. She's the queen of positivity.
Someone shut up, Sentless.
Meow Kitty says I know.
Sentless needs to pass me on follower account, chat.
Meow Kitty says why is that happening?
Follow Sentless. He needs someone to get him past my number.
Lee Perrier says Maud Scentless. Probably underscore WW3 says Maud Berry. She defended your ass.
We need to get.
Strawberry MLK says thanks King.
We need to get Sentless past my follower account. Should be soon though, right?
Strawberry MLK says Mod WW3.
No.
He defended yo ass.
No. Okay. Messy boy. I should eat these actually. I should eat them before it's too late. Oh, they're perfect. Oh, sort of perfect. Fuck.
Lee Perrier says slice the apples and put them on top of the mac and cheese.
No. Oh. The seeds are flying.
Camel in 2020 says cosmic crisp apples.
They're cosmic? I don't know if they were. I wasn't paying attention.
Lee Perrier says this dude cutting apples wild AF.
Yeah. Wild AF. Where's my chat? I lost my chat phone. Again. How long did we leave it in the oven? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? I don't remember.
Probably underscore WW3 says if the French can dip apple slices into a baked brie, why can't we put apples on the mac and cheese?
That's disgusting.
Probably underscore WW3 says why does Andy hate culinary innovation?
I innovate. I am.
Meow Kitty says because we're fat. Lee Perrier says what are you gonna use those 2 empty soap bottles for?
Where?
Meow Kitty says in slobs.
Where? What soap bottles? Oh, they're not empty. They're full. Not full, but you can refill them. I can't breathe. Yeah, just put them in.
Lee Perrier says full. Meow Kitty says American food is just bad. State Cherry says pump dispenser when. Lee Perrier says bro mixing the rainbow of soaps. Meow Kitty says in general.
Fuck, I made a mess. Woo! Nah, fuck it. I don't need to fill it.
Lee Perrier says nice soap glug glug.
Glug,
Meow
glug.
Kitty says big soap cut.
Full now.
Scentless underscore apprentice says are you going to open a general liability insurance policy before bringing this mac and cheese to the potluck tomorrow?
No.
Lee Perrier says I'm here for all the audio squishes and squishes.
Oh. Really? Lee Perrier. Shout out Lee. Professional IRL streamer. Full-time IRL streamer. Is that right? Full-timer?
Meow Kitty says big cheese cut.
Yep. I love me some cheese. Ew. Look at that.
Lee Perrier says more like forwarded IRL streamer. Meow Kitty says I had fried yucca crisps today.
Huh? Huh?
Meow Kitty says kinda like cheese puffs but made of yucca.
Cheese puffs.
Meow Kitty says shit made me gassy as hell.
Yucca crisp.
Meow Kitty says never again.
I don't like yucca. I've had yucca, and when my mom tried to feed it down my throat when I was young, hated it. And I had yucca again over in Puerto Rico.
Camel in 2020 says yucca.
Huh? Yucca? Yucca. 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 Yucca.
Meow Kitty says yay it's gross.
I don't like yucca.
Probably underscore WW3 says yucca.
Yucca. Yucca. Yucca. Yucca. Yucca. Yucca. Yummy, yummy.
Camel in 2020 says law.
Lol.
Lee Perrier says yucca.
Yucca. I haven't quit my other job yet, but I really, really want to, honestly. I'm like on edge to quitting it. The media job. But I definitely enjoy the extra cash. I'll definitely need the extra cash, especially the media, the weekend media job. The extra cash. Yeah, the extra cash is definitely helping me with like the travel this year. Like without it.
2020 says reporting job.
Yeah, reporting. I mean, I'm not a reporter technically. They make me do reporting, but it's not. They make it. I'm not the reporter. You know. A reporter is like the level up. So if I get promoted, it'll be reporter, which I don't want to ever be a reporter. I have no interest in being a reporter.
Crest2P says let them fire you, then you can get unemployment.
I don't think that's how it works in Pennsylvania. There's no guarantee of employment.
Probably _WW3 says report DN.
Report what?
Replacement says what's DN. Camelum 2020 says you don't get unemployment if you get fired.
It depends. I mean, if you get laid off, or it depends on how you get fired. You know, it really depends. Certain, it's gray area. Oh, Jesus.
Camelum 2020 says laid off is completely different.
Yeah. But technically you're still fired if you're laid off, right? But not to the state.
Probably _WW3 says Butterfingers Fundy.
I know. I have Butterfingers. Oh, this is... See, I don't need this right now, but I could make a separate thing for myself, actually. If I really wanted to. Should I do it? Make a separate thing for myself? I don't know. Should I do it? Can I just reheat this tomorrow?
Probably _WW3 says I can't believe you're going to serve that slop to people.
Why not? Why is it slop? It's good quality mac and cheese. Good quality.
State Cherry says cheese milkshake.
Yeah, cheese milkshake.
Probably _WW3 says it would be unethical to serve them that food, without them having seen the state of your kitchen first. Sedless_apprentice says it doesn't need to be cooked. Just put it in the trunk now and keep it there raw until the morning.
Really?
Meanwhile Kitty says raw. Replacement says good quality mac and cheese, with daddy's special ingredient, E. coli. Camelum 2020 says I don't really like cheese.
I love cheese. It's still too thick. That should be fine.
Meanwhile Kitty says I love cheese.
Huh?
Cocoa Creamer says I wouldn't feed this to my dog. Meanwhile Kitty says that should be a soundbite. Meanwhile Kitty says redeem. Mommy give me milk says do you find the dish you are making to be frightening, Andy?
No.
Would you go so far as to call it scary? Strawberry MLK says that is not fine law.
What? This? There's too many chunky pieces in here.
Meanwhile Kitty says I am gonna start keto tomorrow actually.
Cool.
Strawberry MLK says needs to be crumbs dude. Lee
Yeah,
Perriard says nice meat.
I guess
Probably
crumbs, right?
_WW3 says the black mold spores in the air. Give the mac and cheese a truffle-like
Okay.
earthiness. Strawberry MLK says, why didn't you buy breadcrumbs? CM_NYC says, whoa, this is cool. He likes scoring hard. Yeah, score that cool. Strawberry MLK says, why is that board so wet? Meow Kitty says, ha ha ha.
What's so wet?
Lee Perrier says, hell yeah.
What?
Scentless_apprentice
I just
says,
watched it, that's
yeah,
why.
should have just bought breadcrumbs, whatever, dude.
No, you can't just. They don't sell that. They don't sell. I mean, I don't know where that comes.
Strawberry MLK says they sell breadcrumbs.
I don't know where.
Strawberry MLK says WTF.
I don't know where.
Lee Perrier says just use the stale bread in the cupboard.
No.
Meow Kitty says
I don't have
painful
stale
with
bread.
garlic breadcrumbs.
I don't have stale bread. What's stale bread?
CM_NYC says that sounds cool. It sounds like someone is having a score woe. Meow Kitty says just leave the croutons off the Mac. Meow
No.
Kitty says are gonna ruin it.
No, I know. It should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine.
Meow Kitty says most people wouldn't consent to garlic on Mac.
How do you know? I would.
Meow Kitty says you gotta use reg bread cup.
No. No, cuz.
Camelum 2020 says garlic and apples. Meow Kitty says cause that's not normal law.
I'm not
Probably
normal.
_WW3 says a health inspector would condemn this kitchen.
No.
Probably _WW3 says so many violations.
No.
Lee Perrier says let's smash the apples now.
No. What should I do with the extra cheese? I can make my own dish right now.
Scentless_apprentice says
I don't
that
fake it.
ChatGPT draft you a template waiver that your coworkers must sign before eating.
No.
Probably _WW3 says make applesauce.
That should be fine. It's fine. It's fine. What should I do with the cheese? I could save it for tomorrow and make my own dish if I don't have any leftovers.
Crest2P says, are you making this for a work potluck?
Yeah. I mean, they normally do barbecues on Fridays anyways, when it's warm out.
Mommy Give Me Milk says, do I dare ever step foot inside your home?
It's up to you.
Strawberry MLK says, yeah, you can save it. Put it in the fridge though. Replacement says it hurts my soul hearing TTS not say scentless_apprentice.
It's scentless_apprentice. And eventually he'll be scentless once the other account is freed up. I washed my hands, by the way.
Lee Perrier says macaroni and cheese in a pot. Scentless_apprentice says this is a very roundabout way of getting rid of your boss.
My boss? My boss is cool.
Crest2P says I'm trying to get the __ name now.
I didn't bring the shit with me.
CM_NYC says, can you score again? That was cool.
It's not scoring. Why is CM saying scoring? Like it's the word fucking. You know? You replace the word fuck with score. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Probably _WW3 says we want to see you score ka.
Score? No. That is for children who are like 17, 18 years old trying to score. I'm not trying to score. My score is having a partner to be romantic with. That's my score.
Meow Kitty says it's from Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, I don't watch that shit. I'm not 16. What am I missing? Oh, gloves.
Probably _WW3 says your score has been 0. Strawberry MLK says this kitchen is so nasty damn. Probably _WW3 says it will end in a 0. Meow Kitty says haha score. Strawberry MLK says can you tell us your coworkers' names so we can reach out to them?
No. Of course not. Why would you? Why? Why would I? My back hurts now.
Camelin 2020 says Beavis and Butthead are hilarious. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Kitty
but-
says Cheffy needs a maid.
This is a little bit too young for me. Like, content. Fuck.
Meanwhile, Kitty says lol true. Scentless_apprentice says I agree with Barry. Can you get us your coworkers' contact info as well as their next of kin?
No. I need to use my hands, unfortunately. Look good though. Oops. Dropped one in there.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Lee
Meow,
Perry
meow,
R
meow,
says
meow,
nice
meow.
sizzle.
Meow.
Yeah, sizzle, sizzle. Yeah, you remember, chat? I was cooking up here.
Probably_WW3 says please send them this video for the impending lawsuit.
Why? I washed my hands.
CM_NYC says this sucks.
Fucking delicious.
Probably_WW3 says hello judge. We tried to warn him.
Bird.
Strawberry MLK says with soap.
Yes, what's up? How long in there with this? Fuck.
CM_NYC says this kitchen sucks. Strawberry MLK says what kind of soap is it? Lee Perry R says
degreaser.
it's the orange green soap.
No, degreaser.
CM_NYC says ha ha hey hey. Lee
Degreaser.
Perry R says that's like double the soap power.
I put a degreaser on me. It's a degreaser. I need to wash this room. A bird. Bird is a bird.
Strawberry MLK says like dish soap.
Yeah, dish soap right here. Well, I refilled it with this one. Ajax Ultra washes away bacteria from hands.
Lee Perry R says
Look
what
at
is in that
that.
mystery pan by the door.
Bacon grease. Bacon grease. Bacon grease. Wash again. But way too much.
Camelin 2020 says you. Strawberry MLK says IDK how you live like this.
Wow. I'm poor.
Strawberry MLK says you are one person living in all that filth.
Yes.
Lee Perry R says what are you gonna use your bacon grease for?
I actually cooked
Scentless_apprentice
on
says
it.
to any authorities that may be watching this video on demand after it is published. I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no responsibility, power, nor participation for any of the actions that have been taken by this streamer.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, what do you say? What are you gonna use the bacon grease for? I cooked chicken on it actually, and it came out like really juicy.
Probably_WW3 says to any authorities that may be watching this video on demand after it is published. I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no responsibility,
Yeah, I gotta clean
power,
the floor now.
nor participation for any of the actions that have been taken by this streamer. Strawberry MLK says and then you question why no one wants to be with you lol.
Why?
Mommy give me milk says eat all those big noodles. Strawberry MLK says to any authorities that may be watching this video on demand after it is published. I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no responsibility, power, nor participation for any of the actions that have been taken by this streamer. Lee Perry R says to any streamers that may be watching this video on demand after it is published. I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no responsibility, power, nor participation for any of the actions that have been taken by this authorities. Camelin 2020 says to any authorities that may be
Jesus.
watching this video on demand after it
You
is
guys
published.
converted her.
I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no responsibility,
She was so
power,
wholesome.
nor participation for any of the actions that have been taken by
She
this
was
streamer.
so wholesome.
CM_NYC says to any authorities that may be watching this video on demand after it is published. This Sucks I am not complicit in anything we are witnessing and have no
You guys are
responsibility.
changing the whole script
nor
over.
participation for any of
Over.
the actions that have been taken by this streamer.
It's hilarious. Nice and clean chat.
Strawberry MLK says CM hella funny. Lee Perrier says cleanest spot in the house right here.
Yes.
Camelum 2020 says OMG, my stomach hurts from laughing. This is a great stream.
Good. I gotta wash my hands again. I don't know what to do with this. I put it. I don't want it to fit in there. I put it into like one of these containers. Ew.
Probably underscore WW3 says right into the trash.
Oh. I gotta clean this. I'll put it in here.
Lee Perrier says dip the apples into it.
No.
Camelum 2020 says mix with bacon grease.
No. You guys corrupted her.
Strawberry MLK says always the mac and cheese streams that are the funniest. State Cherry says maybe you should NT hold on to the evidence.
No.
Probably underscore WW3 says keep it for evidence. You're going to need it for the trial.
What trial? Oh god. I'm keeping it so I
Camelum
can reuse it
2020
tomorrow.
says destroy all evidence.
No. I need this. I'm gonna consume it, hopefully.
Lee Perrier says wow, it's congealed and moving all in one glob. Probably underscore WW3 says it's already separating. Trash.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not experienced mac and cheese maker or cooker. I assume separation is not good, right? I don't know.
Lee Perrier says you'll see it again in 3 months.
Yes.
State Cherry says keep it on your desk for easy fondue.
Fondue.
Camelum 2020 says OMG.
Fondue. Fondue. I need to like just let it soak. It's like very greasy.
Probably underscore WW3 says once the oil separates out it's ruined.
Really?
I underscore underscore N0 pal underscore bot says hey.
I
How
don't
did
know
the turkey
shit.
go? I never followed up. Also good to see you. How was your day?
I'm okay.
Strawberry
What's up, I am?
MLK says get a look for they.
What's up, I
Camelum
am?
2020 says you easy fondue.
How you doing? I am. We're just making mac and cheese for the office tomorrow. For the brunch or whatever. Oh,
Lee Perrier
let's clean
says
this.
bro has subless soap. Lee Perrier says how does this happen?
Huh? I just cleaned this and now it's dirty again. Huh? I am.
Probably underscore WW3 says soap has no power in the household.
I am. Did you ever make homemade?
State Cherry says not even
mac and
soap
cheese?
works in here. Strawberry MLK says it's magic. Probably underscore WW3 says it's overwhelmed. I underscore underscore N0 top underscore bot says did you post pictures also never looked. Strawberry
That's still in the
MLK
oven.
says his house has dirty magic in
It's
it.
still in the oven. I'll show you. We're gonna grab it right now. It's magic, you know. That's just extra cheese I have. Where's my chat phone?
Strawberry MLK says the turkey is in the oven. CM
Oh,
underscore
no.
NYC
Turkey's in the
says
fridge.
cleaning sucks, but you gotta keep everything clean. Hey.
That's true, actually.
Probably underscore WW3 says CM is the voice of reason.
That's true.
Camelum 2020 says at work, they water down the dish detergent to save money. Probably underscore WW3 says why can't you be more like him? Lee Perrier says how long is that gonna soak before it's clean?
Probably
Coco
tomorrow.
Creamer says not a single thing in your house is clean, Andy.
What? Cocoa creamer? I mean, this floor was cleaned thoroughly.
Camelum 2020 says that turkey isn't good any longer. Strawberry MLK says yeah, CM is a clean freak. It's a great trait to have.
Is he a clean freak? I never seen him scrub the floors or whatever. Okay. Turn this off.
Replacement says you can learn a thing or two from CM.
Really?
Strawberry MLK says yes. Have you never seen his face? It's clean. I_M_N0T_bot says I'm okay. No. Never. I President Choice mac and cheese here is amazing. Been recently dealing with my dying aunt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that. Sincerely. I apologize. Okay. Try to let it cool off. Sorry. Very sorry.
Replacement says next time make the CM special. Tuna a la air conditioner.
Tuna?
I_M_N0T_bot says gonna bring my daughter Saturday to visit.
Okay.
Downward dog GGO says oh damn. Lee Perrier says give us more sizzle. I_M_N0T_bot says thank you. Been a rough ride.
Yeah.
Sedless_apprentice says I'm telling you if CM stayed with you at your place for a month you would both hit huge collab numbers. Lee Perrier says hi Instagram. Downward dog GGO says you saving this for tomorrow.
How do you know I'm gonna use the audio? I could be putting music over it, you know? Where's my chat phone?
Downward dog GGO says CM doesn't take up that much space. Strawberry MLK says yeah but CM would die in a place that filthy LMAO. State Cherry says looks like a proper cobbler. CM_NYC says I'm telling you if CM stayed with you and its will. Sucks at your place for a month you would both hit huge collab numbers.
Yeah. I would do it. I think this will work. I think this will work.
Downward dog GGO says too much shit on the floor still.
I'm getting rid of that.
Perrier says Sentless should direct this.
I'll be a cameo.
Camelum 2020 says
movie.
you should send pics to co-workers now at Cheffy J.
Am I a cameo in your movie?
Probably _WW3 says Big Newton review.
I have to let this cool off like maybe a half hour. I'm gonna have to go in bed at 2 a.m. Awesome. Bedtime. Bedtime. Please don't let me forget this. I'll end up forgetting it there. Oh, fuck. Forgot my tripod. And water. Oh fuck, it just stood there. Alright, pee.
Replacement says put it in your car now. Easy.
No. That's gonna ruin it, dude. Why don't I have 32 viewers? I mean, I'm thankful. I didn't expect to have 32 viewers at this time. Whew. Thank you, chat. No one can sleep? At least in the East Coast? Am I your sleep aid, chat? East Coasters? What's in my pocket? Oh, the lotto tickets. We're gonna be rich, chat. We're gonna be rich as fuck. Can't wait. Class action lawsuit.
Camelum 2020 says we're awake.
Should be sleeping, Camille. Should be sleeping, especially you. What is this? Oh.
Lee Perrier says any sleepers in chat.
Any sleepers? Don't forget, chat. When I start streams, the first 10 minutes, as long as we get 5 chatters, redeeming the pre-workouts, I could do 20 push-ups. It was 10 chatters. Now it's 5 chatters. I switched it up. I mean, I let it die on purpose, but we're gonna bring it back. I have to do push-ups again. Okay, chat. So.
CM_NYC says ads sucks.
Ads sucks. Why? I thought you liked ads. Jesus. My eyes are burning, chat. Oh, my freaking browser sucks. What is Ironic doing? Talking to random streamers.
Different!
Well, he's up for a while, for 4 hours. I'm gonna ask you something on the long. I like this kid.
CM_NYC says different.
You're gonna stay on for longer? Stay on stream?
Mommy Give Me Milk says why don't you invite WW3 to Browntown?
A little bit, I guess. Yeah, why? IQ, that's all. Take an IQ test.
Let's take let's rate him.
IQ test and let's see
I like Ironic.
Let's see who gets higher, child.
He's funny.
You don't even say her username right, bro. You even have me saying it wrong in my head now. It's Chayo, bro. She spelt it wrong.
Don't forget join my Discord, okay, chat?
Do it.
It's very important to be part of my Discord, okay, chat?
CM_NYC says night Andy.
He's funny. Give him a shot, please. He's actually funny. Give him a real shot, please. Follow him. He's the future. I mean, as long as he's consistent. You know. Please follow my Discord before.
Cheppy J says 1D.
1D. All right, chat. I'll be back again tomorrow for a short early stream. I have to sleep early, unfortunately, and get to work at 3 a.m. Unfortunately. LOL, until I quit the job, then I could stay up longer on Fridays.
Milk says you say that about every streamer.
No, he's actually funny. I mean, most streamers that are in my inner circle are actually funny.
Mommy Give Me Milk says you haven't said that to me though. Fuck you.
What? You haven't streamed in a while. What are you talking about? Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow after work. Maybe like 6:30, 7 p.m. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I love you, chat. You love me? Join my Discord.
Lee Perrier says work at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's 1:20.
No, not right now. Not today. Saturday morning, 3 a.m. That's why I want to quit the job on the weekends.